I done did all that talking and forgot I had the mic muted. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Tony, aka the Couch Scout Extraordinaire, also known as Pastor Trenches. Welcome back to day 3 of Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion, where we start with the facts, bring the football context, and then put the debate on the table. But before we get rolling, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It is right there on the banner on the on the screen. So share with your family and friends. We are building real football conversation over here. No media spin, no fake hot takes. All right. Also check the comments and description for exclusive content links. If you want deeper football talk, member only debate, and behind the scenes content, check out my Patreon page. Let's see, I got the link right here. You can check out the Patreon page and become a member. Over there, that's where we're going to have more in-depth conversation, film breakdown, analysis. We're going to do it from the college level to the pro level. So, yeah, check it out. Unbiased Sports Talk, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk on Patreon. There's 3 different tiers. You got the fan zone. You'll have the film access, and the top tier is the debate VIP. All right. So give some guys time to come in. Okay. Let me read a couple comments real quick. Candy Girl Wave said hello. What's up, Candy Girl? Appreciate you showing up. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, she laughing because I misspelled her name. See, that chick T Tony is too early. Where's CJ? Yeah, Tori. Hey, CJ probably on his way to work right now, as far as I know. I know it's early, but listen, this how you can get your day started. Come kick it with your cousin on the morning kickoff. Good vibes, good energy. We're gonna have good conversation, good debates. So hey, you never know what you might pick up. If you willing to pick up what I'm putting down, listen, it's a good thing. But glad that you're here. Appreciate your support. Don't be a stranger. Okay. All right. So we're gonna wait a few more minutes, see if we can get some more people in here. I know it's still kind of early. All right. See, that chick T said morning might be evening where you are. Yes, exactly evening where I am. 3:06 to be exact. It's 3:06 p.m. to be exact here in the UAE. So when it's top of the morning to y'all, just getting up, getting started, whether you getting the kids prepared for school, you going to work, coming from work, or waking up in the morning doing your husband or wife duties, around the house. Maybe you at the gym or whatever the case may be. Hey, tune into the morning kickoff. We just trying to create a good vibe, a morning vibe for everybody to get your day started with great conversation, great debates, great topics, and great energy. That's all it is. That's what I'm trying to provide. That's what I'm trying to provide, and I hope that everyone is receiving it. So yeah. Who else we got here? What up, Quante? He said, "Good morning, Tony." Hey, happy. It's I guess you could say mid to late afternoon for me, being as it is 3 o'clock. But top of the morning to you, my guy. I hope your day is a good one as well. All right. Let's see who else we got here. Reality Beats. Hey, yo, what up, Reality Beats? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Hey, anybody wanna join the panels? Let me drop the link in the chat real quick. Let's see, get this right here, so we can get this conversation started. Get today's topic up and going. There's a link in the chat right there for anybody that wants to come on the panel, and we can get this thing started. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. Hopefully somebody hit the link and come up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my opening. So yeah, yesterday was about proof, but today we're tightening the lens a little bit. So today is about the Panthers offense as a full unit. Not one name, not one excuse. All right. So the question is, has Carolina built an offense that can win with physicality, spacing, and production? Or are we still talking ourselves into what it might become? All right. So that's the question. Because when you look at the offense, there are pieces to like. The line has made major investment over the past 2 or 3 years. The backfield has option, especially when everyone is healthy. Okay, the receiver room has size and youth. The tight end room has some flexibility to it. I know a lot of people still feel like we should have a little bit of an upgrade, if you will, or there's probably better options out there. But I think we're at that time of the year when we're at the time, or we're at the point of the year where we're getting ready to go into training camp. So as I said, unless barring some kind of crazy injury, we're going to have to just roll with what we got and who we got. All right. The tight end, yeah. So the proof week means we do not crown the idea. We judge the evidence. So today we're putting 3 offensive questions on the table. All right. Number 1, can the Panthers create a real physical identity up front? Number 2 is the receiver room ready to produce, not just look better on paper? And number 3 is, can the offense consistently create and finish drives? All right. So we're going to start with the facts. But again, we wait and see who hits the panel. All right. See, CJ said, "What's good, everyone? What's good, CJ? Hey, I appreciate you catching that fumble. I could have sworn that I had it right, but clearly I didn't. So definitely appreciate you for that. Hey man, if you're on your way to work or whatever, hey, just hit the link and come on up and you know, chop it up with me, and we can get this thing going. All right. Okay. So talk to you a little bit about um let's see what I got here. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the first poll up that I have for today. All right. Even though the show hasn't we haven't really gotten to the debate or anything yet, but I'm just go ahead and throw that up and move it over here. Oh, no, let me move it back, I guess. No, I think I like it over here. All right, cool. All right, I ain't gonna move it no more. All right. So, the first poll is, what matters most for Carolina's offensive identity? Is it the better run game efficiency, better red zone finish, better third down answers, or better line communication? So you can just press 1, 2, 3, or 4. I mean, input 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, and that will generate in the poll. So if you're listening right now, hey, watching right now, take the poll in the chat, and all you gotta do is, like I said, just press 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it would generate on the screen for us. All right. Oh man. So how is everybody feeling this morning? Y'all talk to me. Let me know what's going on. What the weather's like in the Carolinas on this hump day Wednesday morning for y'all. Is it raining? I know y'all have received a lot of rain lately. I guess over the past 2 or 3 weeks off and on from what I've heard. Um, is it raining today? Is it cold outside? Well, it probably ain't cold, but is it hot? I know it's probably hot. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Let me know what the weather forecast is today in Charlotte or wherever you at. That don't matter wherever you at. You can put that in the chat as well. Where you watching from? Okay. Yeah, put that in the chat. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with excuse me. Get started with the first topic. All right. Let's see who that. CJ, my man. What's happening with you, cuz?
What you say there, boy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's good with you, man? How you feeling this morning on this Hump Day Wednesday?
Ready to get back in my truck and go back home?
Ah, well, you feel like that every morning, right?
Yeah. One thing I'm consistent with is being ready to go home when I get to work.
Already. So hopefully you got a little bit of time to spend with me this morning. We're gonna get into this first topic if you don't mind. But hold on, let me read
Yeah.
these messages here again real quick. Candy Girl 803 says muggy here in Columbia, South Carolina. Okay. Columbia, South Carolina. Fort Jackson. When I came through MEP station and had my choice of where I wanted to do um basic training, it was either Fort Jackson or Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And for some reason I chose Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and that's where I did my basic at. All right. Gerald Stick Jones says 72 degrees and sunny in Raleigh, North Carolina. All right, you up in the triangle. All right, Gerald. Let's see. Reality Beat says sunny in Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, that's where my mom from. Duval County, West Side, Moncrief. Yeah, 30th of Moncrief is where she grew up at. Right there in Jacksonville. Went to what was the I can't remember. Was it I'll get back to you. I'm trying to remember the boys club that I used to go to when I used to go and visit Florida in the summers. Florida in Jacksonville in the summer. They had the boys club and the community pool was named after the boys club. I can't remember right at the top of my head right now. Candy Girl said 100. All right, Candy Girl. So, here's topic 1 for today. All right. And the question is, can Carolina build a real physical identity up front? All right. So let me start with the facts for you first. The Panthers have invested in the offensive front and added more competition and depth. They have proven veterans, young pieces, and new additions competing across the line. The run game finished with nearly 2,000 rushing yards last season and averaged 4.3 yards per carry, but the touchdown production on the ground did not match the volume. So I'm gonna put it in football context. This is where proof week gets real. A physical identity is not just saying we want to run the ball. A physical identity shows up on first down and short yardage in the red zone, and when the defense knows what is coming and still can't stop it. So that is the difference between having a run game and having a real offensive identity, right? So Carolina has enough bodies up front to create competition, but the question is whether that turns into movement, consistency, communication, and finish. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the graph up in a minute, CJ. But the debate question is: given the investment up front, should the Panthers' offense be judged by whether it can control early downs and finish drives physically?
Oh,
CJ.
my bad. No, you said that like it was a part two to it. My bad. You
No,
said
no,
should they
my
be
bad.
judged by say it one more time? I'm sorry.
Well, I should have said or. So, given the investment up front, should the Panthers of offense be judged by whether they can control early downs or finish drives physically? So, I should say or instead of and. Yeah.
Shoot, why not both? You know what I mean? Both of them are important. You know, you want to be able to go out there and be physical, you know, on all downs. Okay. And you want to also be able to go out there and be physical when it comes to, you know, late down situations, goal line situations, being able to move the line of scrimmage, get your opponents, you know, out of the way. I don't think it's unfair to judge them on both of them, you know, and judge them
Right.
fairly. Now, I think the thing is, um, you know, Icky wasn't the best pass blocker in the world. Okay, now he wasn't a dud either. But now
Right.
that left side of the line, him and Damian Lewis, now they were very physical on that left side of the line. Okay, now
Hey, you
when
talking
you
about the
bring
run
back
game?
Robert in the run game, yeah, and in the run game.
Yeah.
Now when you bring back Robert Hunt, you got Taylor Moton on that right side. You know, I don't think it's as strong as the left side was when we had Icky, you know, there at left tackle, you know, but it was formidable
Right.
as well. You know, but I think now, you know, so we got Robert Hunt back, got Damian Lewis, Taylor Moton, they're all still there. Okay. So now we gotta fit in who's gonna be the new center and then who's gonna be the new left tackle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you got Monroe Freeland, who, you know, probably right as of right now, coming out of college, better pass blocker than he is a run blocker. So, you know, it all
I
depends
agree.
on the identity of this offense and how Brad Isaac wants to call plays, you know, and I guess you can also throw in, you know, how much Dave Canales is going to be in his ear, you know, about his game plan. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not like they're going to
Right.
be rotating left tackles in, you know, every other play. Like, you know, well, hell, Walker, you come in, it's going to be a run play. Freeland, you come in, it's going to be a pass play. You know, it's not going to be like that. And it might also, um, um,
You going in and
you
out,
know,
sound like.
if Rasheed Walker comes in and you know does his thing, you know, you might give Monroe Freeland a little bit of time, you know, to get in and get acclimated to the NFL because Rasheed Walker's on a 1 year deal. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I know a lot of people are like, well, Freeland, number one draft pick, you don't bench, you don't sit number one draft picks, you know, or first round draft picks. So, you know, we'll see. But, you know, to get back to the question, I think it's fair to judge them on both. You know, them being physical, you know, early downs, you know, late downs as well. And just can they
Yeah.
reestablish that physical identity? You know, because when we had Icky, Lewis, Mays, Hunt, and Moten, you know, that was a damn good offensive line we had. You know, and
Right.
we had a lot of rotation last year, but the year before they were together damn near the whole season. You know, sprinkling a little bit of Austin Corbett in there. You know, and then they brought Cade Mays back. But yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna show this graphic real quick. And this is the 2025 Carolina Panthers offensive rankings. All right. And so hold on, add CJ back to the state. Okay, CJ, my bad. So this is the Panthers offensive rankings. All right. So we can see that last year we ranked 27th in the league in passing yards, 3,304 yards total. Passing TDs, we had 24. We were tied 19th in the league. Rushing yards, we were just shy of 2,000 yards. We had 1,977, which ranked 19th in the league. And the rushing TDs were 9, which was tied for 27th in the league. Okay. This is one of the big ones that irked me. Third down percentage. Okay. We were 74 out of 205, which is 36.1%. And we were 25th in the league in third down efficiency. And we gave up 30 sacks allowed. We gave up 35, which was tied for 12th fewest in the league. Now, I think, so let me just start with the sacks allowed real quick. that's a vast improvement from year one. I think year two, um, he had something around like 30 sacks, and this year was just like 35. But when you look at when you think about the first year, and we had like 62 or 63 sacks. I mean that's a big number, right? That's a big decrease we talk about from year one to year three. But also look at the run game, right? We were 19th in the league as far as total rushing yards, but we were at near the bottom, tied 27 in rushing TDs. And I think most of those rushing TDs came in that I think 4 or 5 game stretch where
Rico.
Rico Dowdle, yeah, when Rico Dowdle was running the ball, if you will. So, um, what you think, CJ, when you see these offensive rankings from last year? What do they speak to you, or what did they say to you, and what is your area of concern?
Well, I just want to mention that Reality Beat said he put a comment up there exactly what I was thinking. I was going to tell you, I'm pretty sure we were number one in fourth down, because we went for it quite a few times on
Yeah,
fourth down and converted,
yeah,
a lot of fourth down. So thank you, Reality Beats, for that. Yeah, until you read my mind.
yeah. We
Um,
were, yeah,
to
definitely.
to be perfectly honest with you, the third down for me out of all this is probably the most concerning. Um, I think that okay, well, let me get back to third down, like the Russian TDs. Now I know that's tied 27, and like you said, we got most of that, during Rico's during his run where he went off for a few games. And I've said this before, and I'll say this again. It's kind of why I'm glad that Dave gave up the play calling and letting Brad Isaac do it. Because if you remember, I think it was I can't remember if it was in the Dallas game or the Miami game where you see the clip of Rico going up to Brad Isaac and like, hey, I think we ought to try this. Okay, they
Right,
tried it,
right.
it
Yeah, I
worked.
remember that.
Brad Isaac, Brad Isaac was like, shoot, hey, let me tell you, they come up to me with another play. We call anything they want to play that works, you know. And then I'm gonna keep harping on this until it changes. But we had Rico. Rico was doing his thing. Hey, what up? What up, Eddie Kane? That's my boy Ed. But we had Rico. He was out there running. We had the momentum. Okay.
Right,
My thing is, this is a team game. Okay. Your goal, your objective is to win games. I don't care if they had just signed Chuba Hubbard to a 2-year, $400 billion contract. My thing is, if Rico was producing, you let Rico keep producing until he don't produce no more. You know, I think that Russian
right.
total probably would have went up. You know what I mean? But now you also got to factor in the the rotation at the offensive line last year. Maybe that's the reason why the Russian TDs were down low, as well.
That's a
Because
good point. That's a good point.
I think we had the most different starting lineups in the league last year. Now, mind you, the Lord was on Carolina's side when it came to the offensive linemen because we had flexibility. Okay, we
Right,
had
right.
people who could play multiple positions. Could you imagine last season if we didn't have Austin Corbett who could play 3 positions? If we didn't have Josh Nyman who could play both tackles, you know what I mean? And hell, and
Right,
Brady Christensen for the couple games that he played, and hell, and also Cade Mays. I mean, hell, in a pinch, you could throw Cade Mays at guard, and left or right tackle in a pure emergency. You know what I mean? Not something you do, every game. But
right.
yeah, and then we had some good players. We threw in like a Nick Samick, and I forgot my man. I think his number was like 73. He played one game. I forgot what it was, which game it was.
Jake
But
Curhan. Is that what you talking about? Jake
not
Curhan?
no. Curhan was 74. Black dude. I
Okay.
can't think of his name. I think his number was 73. I have to go back and look at it. But
Sadiq Charles? Was it Sadiq
I think
Charles? 'Cause I
no.
think he's still on the
It,
roster.
It was
I
somebody
know he was on
else.
the yeah.
It was
Okay.
it was somebody else. But yeah, like I said, the third, none of this really like concerns me. I hope the third down. Okay, let me say the third down does, because I don't want this to be another season where we got to rely on fourth down so much. Okay, I do want to
Right.
see the passing yards increase. I want to see the passing touchdowns increase. I want to see the rushing yards increase. I want to see the rushing TDs increase. But my
Right.
thing is, these numbers are the way they are, and we still won our division. Okay, and
That's true. That's facts.
go ahead and talk about everything you want to talk about. As far as we in a weak division, we ended up losing the game, and then who was it? Atlanta had to beat Tampa Bay, in the last game of the season, or Atlanta had to beat New Orleans. I'm sorry, in the last game of the season, for us to win, the division. And all that is true. We as Panther fans, we can't escape that. We did back our way into the NFC South title. Okay, but the fact of the
Right.
matter is, we still got there. Okay, and the thing is, there's a lot of room for improvement. There's a lot of room. There's a lot of things that you can go back and look at on tape, and you're like, well, damn, if we'd have did this differently, we probably would have won this game. You know what I mean? It's not a
Yeah.
situation where you got to go out there and be like, damn, we lacking talent here, we lacking talent there, we ain't got nobody at this spot, we ain't got nobody at this spot. You go right back at last season and look and be like, well, you know what? We could have did this right, we could have did this right, we did this wrong, we can change this. And shoot, Carolina probably could have easily won 3 more games last year. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
it, it's
yeah.
it's it's hope. Like I said, you want all these numbers to go up, but if you take a deeper dive into the numbers and into the season as a whole, you know, I think there's a good base for optimism for this year. I think all these numbers will improve. But for me, especially third down, now I really want that to improve. 74 out of 205. Yeah, they got to do better than that.
Yeah. So do you think when you break it down what you just said and you look at a broader from a broader point of view, do you think the inconsistencies, especially over the past three years, since Dave Canales and Bryce Young has been there, since Dave Canales has been there, and with the passing yards, the rushing TDs, total offense, where I think we are like around 25 or 27. I don't think we've been able to get higher than 25 in the past 3 years. Would you contribute that to the multitude of injuries that we've had, from the offensive line to the receiving core to the running back to the tight ends? I mean, it seems like we have big injuries every year at one of those positions. And do you think that set us back, and it set the offense back, and kept them from putting up better numbers and evolving as an offense?
I'm not going to say that. Okay, I'm not going to say injuries necessarily set us back. Too far. Were they a factor? Yes, they were absolutely a factor. But the way the offensive line played last year, I think that they were good enough for us to do what we did. Okay, now, and since Dave Canales has been here, mind you, Bryce coming off that rookie year, Dave coming in, and them two getting together and realizing what they want to do with this offense. Now, mind you, in the first year, Bryce had to get benched. They put him on the bench because he was going out there and playing like trash. He sat him down for 5 games and he
Right.
came back, and then you saw him kind of, he went out there and played better that last part of the season. Okay.
Was it 5 games
Now,
or three? I thought it was
I
three.
think it was 5. No, he was on the bench for 5 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he played 14 games in 2024, so it got to be three. Yeah, I think it was just 3.
No,
He
I
he
think it was
he played
5. Cause
he played those first 2,
mhm.
and he set the next 3. Or did
Okay,
because he didn't come in for no mop up duty or anything like that, did he? I
he
don't think he
did in
came in
one
for like
game
he did
against
in
the
one game.
Bears. I think he came in against the Bears in the end, and then he started that next week versus the Broncos, if I'm not mistaken. But
Okay, all
yeah,
right,
well,
okay,
we can look that up later. But but yeah, you saw the progress, and then last year. Now I will say, and I've said this on on the weekend show that if we had Jalen Coker for the first 6 games of last year, Jalen Coker for the first 6 games of the previous season as well, you might have seen this offense be able to go out there, and take off a little bit quicker. And even like last year, hell, who was it? David Moore got hurt the first game of the season. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
So
yeah.
let me
First,
turn
yeah,
that around
first
a little bit.
series. That first series he
Yeah.
got hurt. Yeah,
Yeah, well, let me take that back just a little bit. Yeah, injuries have had a little bit to do with how we've gotten to start off each season. Um, like I said, Coker both years, David Moore last year, but but you know, I don't know. I do think that this offense has the talent, to go out there and get it done. And then also when you're talking about, how do we, how do we tell what was going on with the offense, and I said this before and I'll say it again. Sometimes Dave Canales seemed like he was stubborn with the play calling. It's like he had a game plan. And even when he got out there and what he was trying to do was not working, was not getting it that game, it seems like it took him forever to realize that and try to, uh let me see what's the word, try to shift, try to shift his game
yeah,
plan and do something else. It's almost like, you get people go out there, you have a plan A, case plan A don't work, you have plan B, case plan B don't work, you have plan C. Sometimes it felt like Dave Canales had plan A, and then, he had to go in at halftime and come up with a plan B, because it almost seemed like he didn't have a plan
yeah,
B at the beginning of the game,
yeah.
so, but no, injuries definitely did. I ain't gonna say it held us back, but it definitely affected the offense. You get what I'm saying? I think we still had enough talent out there to be able to go out there and win a few more games. But it just seems like, you know this offense has those first couple game jitters, and they can't get rid of. 'Em. You know what I mean? And I
Mm,
don't know if that's a
yeah,
if that's a sign that maybe we need to play our starters more in the preseason, and this year we got four preseason games, a Hall of Fame game, and then we got the 3 that we normally have now instead of the 4. But we got 4 because of the Hall of Fame game. So and it's a few crucial battles on the offense that I'm pretty sure are going to pan out in these 4 games. So we'll see.
okay, all right. So, are you for the argument or are you against the argument?
Um,
So let me read. You want me to read the debate question again?
no, I'm kind of in the middle.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Well,
stuck in the
nah,
middle.
you got to don't straddle the fence. You got to go one way or the other, man. Come on now, come on, man.
Mm-mm. Nah, I'm
Come
I'm
on,
stuck in the
brother.
middle.
See,
Stuck in the middle, dog.
boy, I tell you what. I tell you what. Well, I'm a kind of go against the argument. You know, a physical identity sounds great in theory, but it has to show up where it matters the most, right? Definitely on Sunday on game days. And you can pile up rushing yards all day, but if the offense keeps stalling when it counts, those numbers don't mean much, really. It's one thing to move the ball between the 20s, but if you're not finishing in the red zone or converting on third down or handling those obvious run situations, then that identity isn't complete, in my opinion, because from the 20 to the 20, yeah, but if you're not putting up 6 instead of 3, that's like, well, was the mission really completed? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't win field goal, you can't win games by kicking field goals majority of the time. And I think we did a better job when it comes to that last year as far as scoring touchdowns as opposed to the 2024 season. It's the red zone efficiency. When we get in the red zone is where we got stumped a lot. Outside the red zone, yeah, we can probably make something happen. Um but when we get inside the 20, it's like we don't have an answer for tight spaces. The ball doesn't come out quicker. You know, we're not really applying real pressure to the defense when we get inside the 20. It's like we get a little bit more conservative than anything, right? So I do believe the Panthers need more than just saying that we've got linemen or added depth. We need real proof that this group can go out there and win against strong defensive fronts, not just hold their own against average ones. So that's where I'm at on that. But let me ask you. Let me read these comments first. So yeah, Earl. Yeah, I read that one. Shout out to Earl. I read that one. Did the comments just move up on me? Okay, there we go. SC Pantherboy 803 said, "What's up, CJ? What's up, Coach Tony? Curtis Jr." That's what he said. What's up, SC? Hey man, appreciate you tuning in. Hey, show love to the channel. The QR code is up at the top right hand of the screen. Support the show. You can scan that if you want to give whatever you can. If you like the content, if you enjoying the content, scan that QR code, make a small donation to the channel, and show some love. We'll greatly appreciate it. SC also said, Candy Girl is sticky hot here. So I think SC is probably down there in Columbia, South Carolina too, if I'm not mistaken. CJ said, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. There's a link to subscribe and turn on those post notification bells. Help the channel grow. I think right now I'm at 30 subscribers. I think that's okay for 3 days on day 3. And shout out to Unc 2020 for showing love to me last night, allowing me to promote my channel on his channel. That's not something I've ever seen him do. So to me, that just show love, from one content creator to another. So I greatly appreciate that, and everybody that subscribed last night when I dropped the link in that chat. I'll probably be back over there tonight talking my shit as usual. So ain't nothing gonna change
Shout out to
about
you,
that.
huh?
But I do want to give him a shout out, tell him I appreciate that love. All right. Frankie C23 said, if we only had a QB that can pick a team apart. Yeah, we heard you, Frankie. Heard you yesterday about it. Hear you today.
Frankie.
And hear you today,
You
Hey,
know what?
Gerald,
I was gonna say
go
something, but the
ahead.
Lord told me not to.
You told. Hey, Gerald Stick Jones said third down efficiency has to improve, and I feel like a consistent rushing attack will help achieve that. Hey, I'm with you. I agree with
Facts.
you on that. Like when I was looking up the stats and I made the graphic, I knew we were low, but I didn't know we were that low, and I didn't know the percentage was like 36%. So that just like explains a lot, and the opposite is on the deep. Well, the same is for the defense because we were one of the worst. I think like ranked 31st in stopping third down, um stopping teams on third downs. So your third downs has been a big problem for the offense and the defense. That's for sure. Let's see. Frankie said, "Ha ha ha." All right, but CJ, I want to ask you. I want to ask you a couple questions. One was about the red zone. Do you think the red zone production has to match the volume?
Hey, I'm
Okay,
sorry, Tom.
that is
Ask me that again. I had talking with the missus real quick.
okay. I said, do you think the red zone rushing production has to match the volume?
Oh, you mean the volume of attempts in the red zone?
Yeah.
Um, not well. Let me see. Now,
But before you answer that, let me address Pewter and Red podcast. He said, "What kind of channel is this? Is it an echo chamber? Is it open minded? Are you open to debate? Do you run from division smoke?" I think I know who this is. I believe I seen Pewter over there, 704. Pewter, yes, we are definitely open minded. We're definitely open up for the debate anytime, any day of the week. And I ain't never ran from any smoke. So whatever you have, my friend, please bring it to the table. I am here for it. You know, the morning
hey,
kickoff.
hey, hey, cuz,
Yeah, go
hold on.
ahead.
All I know is this, man. That's a lot of damn questions for 7:44 in the morning, bro. Like he come in 38 hot, dog. Like, hey, one
Hey,
question at a time. Nah, let me stop messing. What's up, my man? How you doing?
nah. No, I ain't tripping. Hey, I'm ready for it. This is why the morning kickoff was created. You know, get your morning started, good conversation, good debate, good, just good energy. Um, Pewter, if you ever want to, like, we can like really get into it. We got a whole debate. I got a whole a debate stage set up. And I mean, we can do this the right way. Ain't no sugarcoating. But there's rules to this shit now. They ain't just coming in and just hating and trying to dominate a conversation. Now this rules to this debate stuff. So if we're gonna do it, let's do it for real. So anytime a friend pull up, let me know what's on your mind. We can get to it. And let's see. Tip Drill Will. Hey, with the $5 super chat, said Panther fans are always ready. I know that's right. I know that's right, Will. Hey, appreciate the love.
Well,
Appreciate the super chat, man. I know you probably at work right now, doing your thing, whatever. If you find time later on, hey man, pull up on me. You know the panel is always open to you. Yeah. And let's see. Frankie said Pewter is a Bucks fan. Yeah, I know he is. I've seen him over there on 704. Um, feeling how he feel, talking how he talk. But yeah,
oh,
this,
hey,
this
hey,
channel.
Pewter, if you listen, man, hey, let us know how you feel about Rose Boom. I know y'all got Rose Boom. I know y'all got A-Rod that both played with us
Ashawn, yeah,
last season.
Ashawn Robinson. Yeah, that's a good
You
question,
you know
CJ.
now mind you, I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm gonna miss A-Rod, okay? But how
Yeah,
y'all feel about getting Rose Boom?
yeah. I definitely want to know that. Hey, shout out to Pewter. Looks like the $2 that super chat, $2 super chat, and he
Yep.
gave the thumbs up. Yeah, appreciate you, Pewter, for the $2 super chat, man. We greatly appreciate that. Let's see. SC Panther Boy said, "Are y'all going to have Mars over here? Cause some people really be asking to be blocked." I don't think. I don't. I don't think I can have mods on my channel just yet. You can be a mod on CJ channel. The morning kickoff is streamed on both channels, his and mine. The Carolina Armchair GM CJ is his channel, and mine is Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. So I think I got to get my subscribers up before I can start doing that. But you can show love to the channel. SC, you can scan that QR code at the top right, and don't donate to your boy and show some love. All right,
I think you can, Tone, but I'll look into it in
Canna?
a little bit. I think you can
Okay,
have
yeah.
moderators, but I'll double check. I'll let you know.
Okay, all right, all right. Let's see. Prowling veteran, that's Nick. Nick Gaskin said, "What's up, CJ? All right,
What up,
what's
Nick?
up?
Nick the Quick.
Yeah." Said, SE said, "Who channel am I on now? I don't know
You you
what channel.
you
What's up?
you on the Armchair GM channel, SC.
Okay, he on CJ channel. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, it's
Hey,
all
but if
good.
y'all if y'all notice when I put the comments in the channel to like and subscribe, the link that I'm putting in there is for Tony's channel. Okay. So we're going live on both of them now, but the goal is to get Tony's channel, get him more subscribers, and get his channel to grow. Okay. So when y'all see me put that link in the channel, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all go over to Tony's channel and subscribe. All right.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that love." Nick said, "What's up, Tony? What's up, Nick? Hey, whenever you get a chance, my guy, pull up on the panel, man. Would love to have you. Get you. You always have some good insights. Make for a good debate, make for good conversation. So I definitely would love to have you. So
Hey,
let's see.
Tone,
Yeah,
you know what I love when Nick is debating with somebody. Let me tell you, Nick don't give a damn. Let me tell you,
listen,
Jesus himself could be hollering at him with the horns of Galilee, and Nick just be like blah 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 blah.
yeah. Nick about like PPP when it comes to debating. They don't never think they wrong. They don't ever think they wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't even matter what you say. What you say, boy. It is what it is with them. But I
But
love
but
it.
but with some of these environments, it's like you got to say what you got to say because otherwise
Yeah.
you're gonna get talked over by 40 million people. So I get it. That's why I say I can respect it for that. But Nick, if you jump up in and join the panel, dog, we're gonna make sure you get plenty of time to say what you got to say.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about that. Ain't no doubt about that. Gerald Stick said Roseboom was the reason that third down defense couldn't get off the field last season. He played a
Boy,
major part.
boy,
I don't want to single him out. You know what I'm
I
saying?
do.
But he played a major part on it. But we'll get into that tomorrow because tomorrow we're talking about the defense. So I'm gonna say that conversation for tomorrow. What you say, CJ? You do.
Yeah, and let me say this, okay? I
Yeah.
appreciate everything that Rose Boone did for us while he was here, but he was the liability of all liabilities in the passing game for the Carolina Panthers last
Right.
season. Okay, in the chat, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I will get up here and I will run 3 laps around my building right now at work. Okay, but Christian Rosebone, if you are an offensive coordinator for another team, and Pewter, I don't know if you're still in here, if you listen to this, but last year in Arrow's defense, if you were offensive coordinator, let me tell you, the first person I'm looking for, if my number one option is not available, I'm going straight to whoever the hell Rosebone is covering if he's not on a blitz or anything. Now, if he's blitzing,
Yeah,
that's another story. But if I'm
that's
offensive
true.
coordinator, I'm like, read one, read two. Where the hell is that dude with that long blonde hair at? Because he ain't covering shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with you on that. We're gonna get more into the defense tomorrow. So I'm gonna save my conversation for then. But yeah, CJ, we I could tell that hit a trigger for you.
Let me tell you, if I say I'm wrong and I go run 3 laps, let me tell you, running and my fat ass do not mix. So yeah, no, yeah.
All right. So Frankie said 21 more days until training camp. Hey man, listen, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. That's why I'm glad I started the channel when I did for a build up leading up to training camp. So yeah, while you guys let me read these other comments and I'll tell y'all something else. SC say okay, LOL. Reality Beats 11 said Bryce scored a 9.8 on the S2 cognitive test. What y'all think about letting him audible out of plays depending on what he sees in the defense? I think he's
Ooh.
already doing that. Yeah, I think he's already. I believe he's already. Ain't no thing. I believe he's already doing that. But you got some people feel like he can't read defenses. He don't call audibles when the evidence is on the tape and already shows you that he does do it, that he can do it. So I don't understand people argument on that when there's evidence to the contrary. So I'll leave that right there. Excuse me. SC Panther Boy said PPP is always wrong though. And not 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. But let him tell it. I ain't never wrong. I ain't never wrong. But y'all, hey, that's PPP.
Hey man, don't piss past the Bowberry off. He come up here slinging bow rounds now.
Oh well, he's always welcome. He's always welcome. Will Robinson said Nick better than most because I get pissed. Yeah. Hey, when Will hit you with the hold on now, hold on. Hey,
yes,
it's about
sir.
to go down. Yeah, it's about to go down. Shout out to Tip Drill Will. Nick said, just sub, Tony. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Hey, I greatly appreciate that. If you guys haven't already subbed to my channel, here is the channel. Here is the that's Patreon. Wrong one. Here's the YouTube one right here. Hit that link right there. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notification bell so you always made aware when I'm going live. Pretty much right now, it is Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. So I will be here, be that motivation, that vibe that you need each and every morning to get your day started. So that is the plan. All right. Let's see what else I got up here. I don't want to get too far behind.
Right, you already behind. Just go through the comment.
Yeah, I know. Earl Locklear 9655 say you right. All right. SC Panther Boy said, what did the wimpy flower do for us? I'll wait. Who you talking about? What you mean by that, SC? I'm gonna need you to be more specific.
Rosebone. You talking about Rosebone?
Oh yeah. Oh, the wimpy flower. Hey, Tip Drill Will said big facts, CJ.
Yes, sir.
Frankie with the laughing emojis. What's up, B Amos? Hey, B Amos, appreciate you pulling up, my guy, and I appreciate you also becoming a member to my Patreon community. So either this weekend or first thing Monday, I'm gonna get that started. And people that are members already, I'm gonna do a live from Patreon and give you a behind the scenes look of what to expect, what I'm doing, and things like that. So you can see all the good tools and things that I have over there. That's gonna hopefully blow some people's mind and see the separation in what I do as is different from all other content creators out there. That's what I was trying to say. All right, BMO said, Will, Mr. Hold On Robinson. Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
Nick said, look, Tony, SC didn't say I was wrong. No, he ain't say it. He ain't say it. Frank said PPP is charged with false hope. Damn. He charged with false hope.
No, wait. SC did say he's wrong. He said, Nick, you're definitely wrong too, sir.
I ain't got to that comment yet. Yeah, let me see. We said, yeah, Nick. Yeah, Nick. SC ain't on your side like you think. Nick said, you didn't say it right away, so I know you don't really believe that. Nick got a point. Or maybe SC was slow at typing. I don't know. He said, y'all are the best 2-man Panther show I have ever listened to so far. Hey man, we greatly appreciate that, man.
I
We greatly appreciate that.
Y'all.
Definitely appreciate the love. All right.
I have to take my comment back about calling South Carolina Southern North Carolina. All right, my bad. Thank you, SC.
So yeah, I already put the chat poll up at the beginning, so I'm not gonna put it back up there. So we're gonna transition and move on to topic 2. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up the banner for topic 2. So that takes us from the trenches to the perimeter, because if the line gives this offensive foundation, then the receiver room has to provide real answers. And this is where the
Yes,
Panther fans have to be honest with themselves. Yes, the group looks more
yes,
interesting. It looks bigger, younger, and more flexible on paper. But proof week is not about how things look, it's about whether that improvement actually shows up as production on the field. So the question is the receiver room ready to produce? All right. So let me give you the facts. The facts: Carolina has invested a lot in the receiver room through youth, size, and competition. Tedoroa McMillan, aka Nalo, gives Carolina a big outside target. Xavier Legette still brings size and physical traits. Um, yeah, to be determined on the rest. Chris Brazel was added in the third round with hopes of contributing early. And John Mechie and David Moore add more competition and role flexibility. So the context is, you can't just look at this receiver room and say that they look good on paper and leave it at that. That's like being at a cookout, seeing a plate stacked high and assuming it's going to be good without even taking a bite. The real question is, what happens when it's time to eat? That's big facts. Can these guys get open when it actually matters? Deal with physical coverage, block when the ball goes somewhere else. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. And can they create explosive plays? What about turning simple catches into bigger gains? That's another one of my pet peeves. That is where this room has to show proof. So, CJ, the debate question is, given the size, youth, and added competition in the receiver room, is Carolina ready to expect real production from this group, or does the room still have to prove it before fans buy in? What say you, sir?
man. I say hell to the yeah, and I say it like this. I'm gonna break it down in a couple different
Hell
ways
to the
here.
year to which? To which one?
To your question, you said, "Is it ready? Is the receiver room ready to show and
Yeah,
prove?" I said, "Hell to
I
the yeah."
said no. I said, is Carolina ready to expect real production from this group, or does the room still have to prove it before fans buy in?
No, they should expect production from this room, okay? Because we got all the
Okay.
talent there, and I believe this year we've got. And I'm sorry if y'all hear construction equipment going on. I had to walk outside, but we've got a lot of talent this year, a lot of different talent for this wide receiver room. You got Ted McMillan, just made 87 on the NFL Top 100. All right, offensive rookie of the year. Okay, big body receiver, excellent hands, can get open, can run routes, can make tough catches. You got Jalen Coker. Shout out to all the cokeheads out there. Okay, route runner. Again, his ability to get open. He doesn't have burning speed, but when he gets past somebody, he can get past him and he can take off and he can go for the score or make a big play. Okay. And Jalen Coker is that, number two for a wide receiver, but he does everything well. He does everything well. All right. Then you got the number three spot. So we got XL, who, 99% of Panther Nation is out on. I think I'm in the 1% that still believes that he can be a contributor and do right. He just got to get himself together, and him and Bryce got to get the time together, because I think the thing is with Ted and Coker, between them two with Bryce, they're all in sync. Okay, Ted is in sync with Bryce. Jalen is in sync with Bryce. We've seen flashes of XL being in sync with Bryce too. Okay, and then we've seen flashes of XL, not being able to make plays. All right. Then
Right.
you bring back David Moore, consummate veteran on this offense. Now mind you, um, I do think it's highly likely he'll make the roster than not make the roster because, like I said, he's been with Dave Canales since Seattle. He was with him in Seattle. He went with him down to Tampa Bay. And he came with him to Carolina.
Right.
So nobody in this wide receiver core right now probably knows his offense as good as David Moore knows it. You know what I mean? But and the thing is with David Moore too, you got to realize though, David Moore goes out there and David Moore makes plays. You know what I mean? He runs his route. He catches passes. When his name is called upon, he goes out there. He does what he's supposed to do. For the most part. Okay.
Right.
Then you got somebody like Bryson Tremaine. Okay, big body receiver, another guy. I always say he doesn't get a crap ton of opportunities, but he does make the best of his opportunities when called upon. He's more of a special teams ace, but they do throw him out there in the wide receiver room. I ain't gonna say from time to time, more often than not now, especially last year. Okay, so then you got some pieces that just showed up. All right, so you got a John Mechie that came over. All right, he is Bryce's teammate from Alabama. Um, how that's going to play out, we don't know. Does he have enough time to get out there, get with Bryce, get synced up, and show the Panthers like, hey, y'all need to let one of these other guys go and bring me in. Okay, then you got Chris Browser that the Panthers just drafted. All right. Now, think
Right.
about it like this. If XL doesn't step up into what we want him to be, you think about you got Ted McMillan, you got Jalen Coker. Okay, you got size, you got the ability to separate, ability to get down the field, great hands, and can make difficult catches with those too. Then you throw in the Chris Browser, who has size. He can make difficult catches. He has that contact balance. He can get hit, land, and still go down the field. And then you throw his speed on top of that. We've all been wanting that deep threat, in the Panthers offense for, some time now. You know what I mean? So, I think a lot of us were hoping that XL could be that. And I think in certain ways he still can. You know what I mean? But my thing is
Right.
this, Chris Brazzell is just primed to come in and be like, you know what? I'm here. You get what I'm saying? I don't see any reason why Chris Brazzell should not get out here and have a very good rookie season. Okay. Now Tech is number one, Coker is number two, and if both of them stay healthy, especially Coker, healthy the whole season, I think you'll see Chris Brazzell. Like I said, if XL doesn't pan out the way he should, I think you see Chris Brazzell have one hell of a rookie season for wide receiver three at the wide receiver three spot.
Right.
So yeah, I think this wide receiver room is prime, to have a great year. But and I got to mention this: the common denominator in all this is Bryce. Bryce still got to go out there and make sure he do his damn thing and get these guys involved. So to answer your
Yeah.
question, absolutely, this wide receiver room is ready to show improve. I think we got talent, across the board. Enough talent. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Enough different talent, different like specialties. You get what I'm saying? We
Right.
got hands, we got speed, we got route runners, we got all that. So yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Will,
sorry it takes so long.
Tip Drill Will, what is happening, my brother?
What's
What's going
going on?
on?
What's going on, fellas? I had
Man, I
being
can't.
being the resident XL apologist. As soon as you said something about wide receivers, I had to pull up.
So did you hear the debate question? Let me repeat it
Yes, I
again.
did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay.
um, so I believe that we are absolutely primed. This
Okay.
wide receiving core, the only way that this wide receiving core does not produce in the ways that I think that they should produce is based off CJ hit both of them. One, Coca has to remain healthy, and Bryce has to
Facts.
get them the ball. And Bryce have to get them the ball. I think external of all of that, I think we have the compliment we need. Because if Tetaroa did that, what he did last season as a rookie at
Yeah.
199 pounds, soaking wet with two bricks in his pocket, can you imagine what he would do with 200 pounds or with
Bruh.
200 pounds of muscles?
Oh God. Well, hey, so in defense for Ted, he did play at a smaller weight than he did at Arizona. At Arizona, he was
Mm-hmm.
typically around 218, 220. I think last year he played at 205 and he put that weight back on. And I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure that he saw the difference in his game. Um, he got a firsthand look at the physicality that's in the NFL that
Mm-hmm.
he didn't really experience playing in the Big 12 at Arizona. So he was like, yeah, let me get my weight
Right.
back up and get back to being me.
Right.
You know. So
Right.
hey, real
Right.
real quick, I wanna go over the pull up this screen. Gotta add everybody back to the stage for some reason. All right. So Will, looking at the 2025 Panthers offensive rankings, um passing yards 27th in the league, passing TD 19th, rushing yards 19th, rushing TDs 27th, tie for 27th, third down efficiency 74 out of 205 for 36.1%, was 25th in the league, and sacks allowed was tied for 12th fewest in the league. So when you look at those numbers, um, what do you contribute to those numbers being like that? And since Dave Canales has been with the Panthers, what is it that you feel like needs to change in order for us to make that jump into being like the top 15, top 16 in the league like the defense did last year?
From me, I think it's third down
Yeah,
efficiency.
yeah.
I, I I truly
Right,
believe if you stay on the field, you have a better opportunity of scoring on the ball, right? Third down efficiency, I think, feeds all of that. Third down efficiency. People run to the passing yards, they'll run to the passing touchdown, they'll run to the rushing touchdowns. You can't get to any of that unless you're on the field. So,
right,
being at least in the 50th percentile, and what is I don't know what the average is in the NFL, but I would think it's somewhere in the high 40s to the 50 percentiles for those teams that actually do this well. I think
right.
that would be the one piece that would be able to keep us on the field. That's my 50 cent.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I wanted to get your quick take on that real quick. So let me switch back over here like that. So we're talking about the wide receivers just now. So I'm gonna make an argument against. So we got to keep this thing grounded, right? So the potential is not the same thing as production, and just having size doesn't automatically mean these guys are going to create separation. Now we know what we're going to get from Tetero, McMillan. We know what we're going to get from a healthy Jalen Coker. You know, like we all know, we want him to be available week one, right? Being a draft pick doesn't guarantee any turns and anything turns into a difference maker. So that there's a lot of talk about what Chris Brazel will be able to do at the wide receiver 3 position. I don't think that it's automatically given to him. I think there's a logjam at the wide receiver 3 position between Brazo, Xavier Leggett, and we got to factor in David Moore as well, because I think the one of the main reasons why you go out and get another wide receiver, because he was injured last year on the first play, not the first play, but the first series of the season against Jacksonville. So you gotta protect yourself. But he's healthy now, and that is Dave Canales, boy. So we gotta remember that. But excuse me. If Carolina is serious about offensive growth, the receiver room can't keep being treated like a weakness by default. The talent is there, so now they just have to show up and produce real output. Because I think, like I said, outside of the top two wide receivers, I mean, we nobody else we can really hang our hat on. It's a lot of speculation and projection when it comes to anybody else. Nobody has really showed us that we can count on them um, at times where we really need them from the wide receiver position, except Tedoroa and Jalen Coker. All right, so that's my, I guess you could say, my little tidbit about the wide receiver position. So we're gonna transition into topic 3, and so when you look at the offense as a whole, the line can give you that foundation. The receivers can create those matchups on the outside, and the backs and tight ends can bring some flexibility to how you attack defenses. But at the end of the day, none of that really matters if this offense can't finish drives. That's where games are actually decided, and that's the moment where all that projection either turns into real proof or falls short. All right. So the title for this topic is, can the Panthers offense finish drives consistently? Right? So here are the facts. The roster includes multiple backs with potential, multiple tight ends, size at the receiver position, and added offensive line competition. Last season, Carolina converted 74 of 205 third downs, which was 36%. The offense finished with nine total rushing touchdowns. So this is the grown up. This makes for a good conversation. Everybody wants explosive plays, but good offenses also know how to finish drives. Finishing drive comes down to execution, situation awareness, red zone efficiency, third down success, ball security. We talked about that yesterday with Bryce Young, and physicality when the field gets tight. Not everything has to be a heroic play. We talked about that. Well, I mentioned that last night on Unk Channel, making smarter decisions with the ball. Specifically talking about Bryce. Sometimes the offense just has to stay on schedule, win the money down, and turn opportunities into points. That is the difference between moving the ball and being a productive offense. So, fellas, the debate question is, given the roster and production from last season, should Carolina's biggest offensive proof be whether it can finish drives consistently? So, I'll start with you since you just came in last. So I'll give you the first opportunity to talk about that.
So yes, I mean points matter. I mean that's how you win the ball game, right? Like I was saying like I said on the last slide you brought up, third down keep you on the field. If you can
Right.
stay on the field, you get in the end zone or you get a field goal. And points is what the end of the score at the scoreboard end of the game determines who won, right? That
Mm-hmm.
is important for us. For us, our offense has to show better productivity. They have to show better productivity. Um,
Right.
I think I know you're going to talk about the defense later on, but that enables our defense to be able to take risks, cut off passes, try to get turnovers because they got confidence that the offense is going to score. That means you can blitz, you can go into a zero, you can do all those other things. The offense being able to get on the board and consistently not. I mean, we played from behind. We would always have to have a last minute score to win a game, or a last minute field goal to win a game. All of those things. If we consistently score, we don't have to worry about those things. So yes, the offense has to increase their productivity, and it starts and ends with nine. He has to
Yeah.
know that. It starts and ends with nine. So has command of that offense. He has to be able to drive. He has to be able to execute. So and control the tempo and make sure that he is checking into the right play or checking out of the wrong play. Just as equally,
Right.
checking into the right play is just as important as checking out of the wrong play.
Yeah. Hold on, Will. Hey, the SC, I just put the link in the chat through YouTube. So yeah, you can click that link and support that way. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Will.
No, that was it. I just wanted to make sure that I pointed those pieces out.
Oh, okay. CJ, what you think? Given the roster and production from last season, should Carolina's biggest offensive proof be whether it can finish drives consistently? What say you, sir?
I agree with that. I agree because we have to. Well, the Panthers offense has to get out of this. We gonna wait until end of the first half and then the second half to want to go, toe to toe with the other team's offense, other team's defense. You know, but I
Right.
think in what has to go along with that as well, we need more Falcons games. Okay, like that first Falcons game. Now I'm not saying I'm not saying that we're gonna go out here and skunk everybody every
This
game.
dude.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it would help, if we had some situations where the offense was playing from the jump and the defense is playing from the jump, and we get consistency, all game. But yeah, they got to go out there and show and prove that they can be more consistent, and score more. And it has to start at the beginning of these games. Like we've got to get out of this, underdog mentality, or now mind you, I know we were the cardiac cats at one time. You know what I mean? But we got to get out of this cardiac cat crap week after week after week. My thing is going to get to be a situation where it's like the only thing the Panthers can do is let teams get ahead of them and then claw their way back. No pun intended.
Right.
But the Panthers got to get out here and they got to put their cleats on these folks' necks, from the jump, and be like, nah, this was the Panthers of old. We're gonna go out here and whoop your ass from the jump. That's what they need to do. We got to get out of this. We winning every game. We won every game by a field goal last year except for one, right? Or one or two. But every game was one possession besides that Falcons game.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but as a Panther fan, I want to see us put 2 touchdowns on somebody or 3 touchdowns on somebody. Mind you, I like winning, but I want this offense to go out there and put up points. From the jump. Like, don't wait till the fourth quarter. And that's why I say too, it always seemed like, the game plan didn't kick in sometimes until late in the game. So, but yeah, but I think that's I agree. They definitely got to go out there and show that they can convert more, especially early on in the game.
I agree. I agree. So there's a poll up that's says what matters most for finishing drive. Is it red zone execution, third down success, ball security, or physical run game? So you could just hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, and that would calculate in the poll. I would greatly appreciate it if everybody participates in the poll. So
Did
yeah,
you put all of the above up there?
So you can only put, it's crazy because I had all the above for 5, but you can only put 4 slots through StreamYard. So this
Hey,
is a
well,
go
look,
ahead.
next time combine 2 of these and put all of the above because we need all of this, not just
Right.
one.
Hey, if you put 5 in there, I know what you mean. But yeah, I think I don't want to play devil's advocate on this one. So I really agree with y'all on this. Like this is really where everything comes together, right? So the Panthers have enough pieces to move the ball. Now what that starting 5 is going to look like, I don't know. And we've seen flashes of that at times, but moving the ball alone just isn't enough anymore. they got to finish drives. Like we were just saying. That means converting on third down when it matters, cashing in once they get into scoring range inside the 20, all right? And turn those long drives into touchdowns instead of just settling. There's plenty of times, evidence, I ain't gonna say plenty, but there's evidence last year where we sustained 8, 9, 10-minute drives, and it was a 12-play, 15-play drive, and we only come away with 3 points, right? That's crazy to me. If they can start doing that consistently, then we can finally have a real conversation about the offensive growth. So that's how I take that. But let me ask y'all a couple questions on that. Do you believe that the finishing the drive is more about execution and not just opportunity? Will, that's a good question for you.
That's really a difficult one. Maybe it is execution. Because
I appreciate that.
sometimes
I like difficult questions.
sometimes
No, you don't.
because sometimes when I'm watching the game, like I don't know if you do this too, CJ, because I know you go to the games. I'm in the moment of the game. I go home and then I'll rewatch the game, whether we won or lost, to gain better context. And sometimes you're like, well, why didn't they do this? Or why didn't Bryce go here with the ball? Or man, only if we had a got that key block to Spring, Donald, or Hubbard right here. You know what I mean? So sometimes I think it is execution. I think I'll stick with execution, not necessarily opportunities, because I think the players that are on the field are getting the opportunities they need. Coca got his fourth down look against the Rams. Coca got his dang on touchdown against the Rams. Coca had over 100 yards against the Rams. So I think it's opportunity. I mean execution.
Okay. What do you think, CJ?
Now I know I said all of them, but I'm gonna have to agree with the execution. No, I'm serious because now when it comes down to this third down success, ball security, physical run game, success in the red zone, that all comes down to executing the play that was called. You know, the
Right.
physical run game. Yeah, you got your hog maul is down front. They got to be able to move the defensive line, but they do that with execution, ball security. Okay, you go out there, you catch the ball, you secure the ball. That's how you execute that. Third down success. You find the people that's open. It's all about execution. It's all about going out there and doing what you are supposed to do. You know what I mean? And the thing is, and it's not like we didn't see that from the Panthers last season, but I think we all as Panther fans want to see that on a more consistent. Let me tell you,
Right.
the thing with the Panthers, I think if I could sum up what every Panthers fan almost wants to see out of the Panthers, except for the ones that want to see Bryce Young gone. Okay. But in one word, I think will sum up what we want to see, this consistency. Okay.
Okay.
Consistency. Because we are seeing everything that we want the Panthers to do right. Okay. We've seen it at different times last year. We've seen it at moments in every single game. Okay. But we've seen it in
Right.
certain games. We've seen it the whole game. In certain games, we've seen it late in the game. Certain games, we've seen it more so in the first part of the game. The Panthers
Right.
consistency across the board, I think should be the theme for them when they go to training camp. Even though we can't go to training camp again this year, Dave Canales need to put up a big ass billboard or a banner or something that says consistency. My thing is, he got to give one of his grandiose speeches and be like, hey guys, great job out there today. We know what we can do. We've seen it on film. We just got to go out there and be consistent and execute things. All right, put it in the middle, guys. All right, keep pounding on three. One of them joints. You know what I mean? So yeah,
so
that's my
so
spiel.
so let me ask you guys this: Would you say that consistency separates average offenses from dangerous ones?
That's a good question.
Man, what's up with all these tough questions, man? These all these brain teasers. What's wrong with you?
Hey, I'm just trying to shake a little honey from the tree. I'm just trying to shake a little honey from the tree, brother.
Hey, Will. Somebody had a good night last night, boy. That mind is rolling this
Hey, go
morning.
ahead. Hey, stop that. Go ahead. Stop that. You ain't about to do that. Answer the damn question.
Oh man, you CJ, you first on this one.
Hold on. What's the question again? Tell me, my bad.
He can't stop laughing. That's why he can't answer the question. Do you feel like consistency separates average offenses from dangerous ones?
Yeah. I would agree with that. I
Shout
would
out
definitely
E-Rock
agree with that.
336. What's up?
Okay.
Because
look at let me see. Hell, look at the Rams. Like look at the Rams in the playoff game. The thing was, now mind you, we kind of went toe for toe with them, but we went toe for toe with them, in the regular season game. They came back in the playoff games. We saw that same team. You get what I'm saying? It's not like we saw one team in the regular season matchup, and then we saw another team in the postseason matchup. That was Matthew Stafford. That was Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, whoever the big tight end that caught the game-winning touchdown pass. We
Higbee.
saw that same.
Yeah, Higbee.
Was it Higbee? Was it Higbee?
I think it was Higbee. I think it was.
Well,
Tyler Higbee, 6'7".
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think I think that was Higbee that caught the ball. Yeah.
Okay. But we saw that same team. You get what I'm saying? And with the Panthers, we had a stretch last year where it's just like, okay, cool. We done won 2-3 games in a row. And like we starting to turn this corner of being able to go out there and show what we can do, and then we get back to we show up one game, we don't show up the next. We show up one game, we don't show up the next. So yeah, that consistency definitely will put that separation in from the Panthers being an average team to being somebody that can be dangerous, and the rest of the NFL I ain't gonna say should fear us, but it might get to a point where the rest of the NFL be like, instead of that's Carolina, be like, oh shit, that's Carolina. That's how we want to be. You know what I mean? We want people to be like, oh shit, we playing Carolina. Damn.
Yeah.
Now people like, oh shit, it's Carolina.
And then they get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with CJ. Right?
Yeah.
It is going to be our offense needs to.
I like when I make y'all stumble.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna get you back. This is your first couple of shows now. This is your first couple of shows. We're gonna get you back. See, you got us on our back foot right now. As soon as I get on them ropes and start coming back.
Hey, I gotta get y'all early in the morning, man. I gotta get y'all early in the morning.
See, I told you it was Parkinson. My bad, Will. Go ahead.
Kobe Parkinson? Oh, it's Kobe Parkinson. Oh, okay. I thought it was Higbee that made that catch. Go ahead, Will. I'm sorry.
Whoever it was broke my damn heart.
Yeah, exactly.
So
here come my boy. Here he come. Here he come.
Our offense efficiency has to get above 19 this year. We got to be 19 or better in total offense. Because we have so much capability. You can't say that we don't got 1,000-yard back, because we do. We damn near got a rookie back. Of course, he got to remain healthy. We got some of the best interior defensive linemen in football. The only thing that you could put a question mark on is tight ends. Outside of that, we should be prime. So I should expect nothing but I should expect nothing less than the teams out of this offense.
Okay.
So offense efficiency has Has to be there.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with all with both of y'all. PPP, my brother from another.
Yeah,
Lee Demetrius Hunter. What's good? What's popping?
yeah. Greetings and salutations, gentlemen. How y'all doing? I see armchair GM looking like a grizzly bear over there. Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, you know, a grizzly bear that somebody loves. I had to turn the camera on because I got up out my chair. I got to run to the closest Bojangles and get me some Bowberry biscuits and one of them new breakfast burritos they got for you, PPP.
Well. You can have all of those. You can have all of those. Also get the yellow moon pies and put it in the microwave with a little bit of almond milk. Yes,
Oh
Hey,
sir.
God.
hey, PPP been wearing Bucky's ass out the past few days. He done ate about 17 sandwiches from Bucky's.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
well,
oh, okay. I heard that wrong. Okay, never mind.
well. You're close. You're close.
Oh my
It
God,
was maybe like
CJ.
12, but yeah. I've actually gotten on a the Daniel fast with my church, so I'm eating no meat,
Mm-mm.
no
And,
bread, no
and,
sugar, no dairy, no eggs. All I'm eating right
Ooh, more
Yeah.
now is
power to you.
vegetables, fruits, nuts, water. That's all I'm doing till Sunday. So I started on Monday, and we come off of it on Sunday. So yeah, it's
well,
much
you
needed.
needed that cleanse, man. Good Lord.
Yeah, yeah. Bucky's was amazing. Bucky's is heaven sent. I just want to let y'all know that. Sent straight from him above.
All right, let
Yeah,
me
I
let me
got
read
you.
some of these comments and I'm gonna get to you
Hey, Tone.
PPP.
But before you do
Yeah.
that, let me go ahead and dip out real quick because I actually gotta go do some work, man. I holler at y'all.
Okay. Hey,
All right,
appreciate you
sir.
pulling up, cuz. I'll talk
All
to
right,
you
now.
later. All right. Let me move this to a three or somebody fell off. Who's that? Will? No?
I'm here. I think you
Okay,
dropped
yeah.
off PPP. Yeah.
Oh, PPP. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay. So let me read through some of these comments real quick, PPP. Then I'm gonna get your input on what we've talked about so far. Is that cool?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
All right. So let's see. I damn sure don't remember. I know I'm behind. Okay, I remember that one. Let's see. Oh yeah, Pewter was telling me, yeah, I think if you do the poll through YouTube, you can add more slot. Hey, I appreciate that information. I got to look into that. Trying to develop a workflow when you're doing this all by yourself. This is my first time doing it. With third day doing it, so I'm gonna get a flow down pat. These were some of the grades for the poll. Let's see. Pewter said the only way to know that answer is to watch the all 22 tape. Well, Pewter, that is true. That's why becoming a member to my Patreon page will definitely not expose you, but definitely provide an opportunity for you because that's what we're going to watch, the all 22 tape from definitely the Panthers. There's something from the Buccaneers that you want to see. Cool. We'll check that out too. I also have a college film that we can go over. There's no highlights. There's no huddle or nothing like that. These are actual games that have been played. So whatever your favorite team is or um your favorite player is, hey, you can click on the I'm gonna put the link in the chat for the Patreon page real quick. You can go and check it out, and hopefully it's something that you're interested in, and you can subscribe to become a member. Here, let me put this in the chat real quick. And yeah, over there we're gonna have deeper discussions. Talking about scheme, run fits, breaking down technique. Just looking at film, how film should be looked at. If a lot of people don't really know how to watch film, but that's okay. I'm here to help you. That's what I'm here for. And I don't know everything, but I do know a lot. So I want to share what I know and learn what I don't. So I hope that's how everybody else feel. But there's a link that's in the chat that you can click on. That would take you to the Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk Patreon page. You can look at the 3 different tiers, see which one that you're interested in. I think the fan zone, the middle tier, is where we're gonna start watching the film and stuff like that. Becoming a member of the debate VIP. That part is really like hands-on, going to be hands-on with the community, help shape the community. They'll be able to get exclusive access to things that nobody else can get access to. So yeah, check it out. We haven't done anything over there yet, but I will soon, hopefully by this weekend or first thing Monday. Whoever has signed up by then would definitely get a behind the scenes look of what will that get a behind the scenes look of what's to come and what's available and some of the tools that I'll be using throughout the season when we're talking about college or pro. So it's going to be really in depth, and hopefully it's something that is different than anybody else is offering. So that's what I'm hoping, and I want to build my community up over there because that's what we're going to get into it at. All right, so the link is the link is definitely in the chat. All right. Joe Knuckleham Bone said focus and execution. I appreciate that, Joe. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm gonna read through some of these real quick. Frankie said they will open the playbook up during preseason with Pickett. Yeah, okay. Tony, what's popping, fam? E-Rock, what's happening? King James 0112 said, what up, Tony? What up, King James? E-Rock said, yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's right. He was talking about Kobe Parkinson. Frankie C3 said tight end is a major thought. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. Higby made that catch over Nick Scott when Nick thought he could fly. Okay, yeah, I do remember that play. That play has definitely been circulating throughout the internet.
Can't say he didn't try.
Say what? What
you can't say he didn't try. You can't say he didn't try to fly.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I don't think that counts though, Will.
What was he trying? What was the goal?
Yeah, because
Just to get a stretch. I mean, that's all he got was a stretch.
A deep stretch.
A deep stretch. That's all he got. Arm almost popped out the socket.
All right, so let me run this by you real quick, PPP. So the first topic was about the offensive identity, and I put this graph up. Hold on, make sure I'm doing this right. I know I messed something up. Oh, there we go. So I put this graph up, and it was talking about the 2025 Carolina Panthers offensive rankings, and when you look at this, you can see it. I'm not going to go through it word for word. When you read this and you look at it, what concerns you the most, and what do you feel like we can get better at?
Screen.
Huh?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What'd you say, PPP?
I said it's not on the screen.
It's not on the screen? Hold on.
Can you see it, Will? I can see it on the screen. I can see it.
Yeah, I see it. It's on the screen.
Yeah, I only thing I see is let me take a screenshot, send it to you. All I see is just us three. It may be
PPP got that Obama phone. PPP got that Obama phone.
No, sir. I got an iPhone 16 Pro.
Look at this. Look at that. You started. You messed up when you said I. You got an iPhone like that. Ain't no that. Can you see? Make it worse.
Can you see it now, PPP?
No, I don't see it. Let me drop out and come back in real quick.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, he ain't gonna hang that on us now. That's all him right there.
That's all him. That's what his old he on his Obama phone. He got his Obama phone plugged into to dial up.
Well, I'm actually back now.
Can you see it?
Nah, I don't see it at all. I don't know why.
Oh wow. Okay. So let me just read the numbers to you. So these are the regular season rankings for the offense last year. Passing yards, we ranked 27th in the league. Passing TDs, we had 24. We are ranked we were tied for 19th in the league. Rushing yards, 1,977, made us 19th in the league. Rushing TDs, we had 9, tied for 27th in the league. Third down efficiency, 74 out of 205, which is 36.1%. Put us at 25th in the league. And sacks allowed, we allowed 35 sacks, and we were tied for 12th fewest in the league.
Yeah,
So when you
definitely
hear those,
third down
yeah,
efficiency.
go ahead. Third down efficiency, talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I mean, if you don't get it on third down, the likelihood of you going for it on fourth down is very, very slim. So that means that if you want to be technical, um, we were actually losing or were in the process of losing possessions quite frequently. But I know that fourth down was pretty big for us this year too. We was going for it on fourth down a lot. So,
Right.
you know, third down needs to come up because uh, that's what keeps drives going. So we need to get better on third down, whether it's 35, 38, or whatever. We need to be able to convert on third downs. So we can't rely on fourth down because fourth down is a hit or miss depending upon who we're playing. Like I think we got to fourth down against we went for it on fourth down against the Patriots, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we went for it on fourth down just about on everybody.
Yeah.
I can't remember a game where we didn't at least go for it on fourth down at least one time,
Which
especially early on in the season.
I'm trying to think which team did we go for it on fourth down early and we didn't get it and we lost that game.
You might be right. It might have been that Patriots game because the offense couldn't do jack shit in that game. So it very well could be that game.
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't produce
Yeah.
nothing on offense. It was hideous, but I can remember us going for it on fourth down. Wasn't that the play where David Moore broke his elbow or whatever it
No,
was?
that was in the Jacksonville game. He broke his elbow the first series of the season. First game, first series.
Nah, bro. I thought that was Jacksonville. I mean, not Jacksonville. I thought that was against New England.
Nah, that was Jacksonville. David Moore went out the
No,
first
it's
series,
Jacksonville.
the first game of the season.
Oh, the first game.
He was
Nah,
gone first
Tone.
game.
Yeah.
Nah, Tone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
was.
was.
Yeah, it
I
was.
Look
think
it
I think
up.
Yeah, it was.
Look it up, PPP. Just look it up.
PPP, they just said you often wrong. Just come on, PPP. Believe. Believe, PPP. Just believe. They was
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
you earlier. I believe in you, man.
First series. Yeah.
He
Hold
Googling
on.
right now.
Hold on.
He
yeah,
Googling.
Let me
yeah. It was against New England.
Oh, Lord.
hold on. It was against New England?
Yeah, it was against New England. Yeah, I
Let me
remember
let me
because he did like a little end
let,
around. I want to say
let me
that
look
was
it. Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
I could have sworn that was the first series
mm-mm.
of
What's up,
the first
fellas?
game of the year.
It was the
What's up,
first
Mello
series.
the Great? What's good?
Not
Yeah,
much. How you doing?
All right.
yeah, it was the first series, but it was in the New England Patriots game. He had like a little end around.
Okay.
And I want to say that was on fourth down, and that's what I think that was the fourth down play, if I'm not mistaken. And we didn't get off we got off the field because of that play. Gave him a short yardage because we tried to run like a little trick play or whatever. Yeah,
I do know he
Okay.
was hurt week one. I do know that because the only wide receivers that caught a pass in that game was Ted. Um, Renfro and I think XL. So he might have been hurt week 1. He might have got hurt in both games. I don't know.
Guys, it wasn't. I don't know why the chat is saying Jacksonville. It was the Patriots game.
I could have sworn for sure.
But I don't remember him playing in that week 1 game.
No, he didn't really see the feel in that game. We didn't see him really come on board until like maybe a little bit in Atlanta, and then they showcased him in the Patriots game, but he only played one snap in New England, and that was it. He was done.
Yes, week 4 PPP right. It's week 4. I can't believe it. A broken clock is right at least once a day.
Well, Will, I'm always right. You guys just don't be believing me. That's all.
God,
I'm always right.
Yeah, he played in 4 games. He played in 4 games. He had 1 reception for 5 yards
against Atlanta.
And you know what? Tone laughed at me. He laughed at me.
You know what?
I did.
Oh, this is only,
I did.
This is only gonna fuel this insatiable fire he has.
Yes,
you know how somebody you know how somebody write one dang on time, and then they will come up with the most outlandish things. Next week he gonna be like, "Let me tell you something. Mechie gonna have 1,700 yards from scrimmage next year, and you ain't gonna be able to get him off it."
I would never say nothing that egregious because I think Mechie's going to be at best number 4 on the depth chart, which is
hold that thought. We hold that thought because we're about to get to the receivers. We're gonna hold that thought right there. But Mello, let me get your quick thoughts about the offensive rankings for 2025. And the first topic, we talked about offensive identity. Can Carolina build a real physical identity up front? What's your take on that?
Say that one more time. My phone. Oh, you talking to Mello?
He's talking to me.
Yeah, I'm talking to Mello.
Yeah. Looking at these numbers, it's not good. I mean, you're not ranked any higher than 19th. Well, sacks allowed, but as far as like the other categories, like rushing touchdowns, 9.
Only 9 rushing touchdowns last year. Yeah.
Well, I will say we need to get stronger in that department.
Which one of these categories alarms you the most?
Third down percentage.
I agree with you on that.
Third down percentage, you got to be.
And when I was putting this
if you're that low on third down, like y'all was saying, you got to go for a lot on fourth down. You don't want to have to go for a lot on fourth down. You really don't.
Yeah, when I was putting this graph together, man, when I saw the third down efficiency and we only had 9 rushing touchdowns, that was the biggest surprise to me because I could have sworn we had more. Didn't Bryce have like 2 or 3 on his own last year? Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. I just wanted to get
that's probably the second one for me, the rushing touchdowns. That's probably the second most alarming one.
Yeah, I just want to get your quick take on that. So, let me.
But who I got a question. Who is that on? Is that on the quarterback play? Is that on the play calling? Not putting people in the right positions to, make the most out of the offense.
It could be some of all that. I don't think anybody that's involved in the offense is void of blame. I think the offensive coordinator, which is the head coach, he's got to. In my opinion, he has to wear most of that because he's the offensive coordinator. He calls the play. He designed the plays. You know what I'm saying? He call them in different, in different situations. The players got to go out there and execute it. You know what I'm saying? And when you talk about that, you talk about starting with Bryce. He got to get the ball out faster. He has to protect the ball, things of that nature. So there's enough blame, in my opinion, to go around. But when you look at these numbers, like, you can't just say, oh, that's because Bryce is the quarterback. Bryce ain't got nothing to do with the rushing TDs and the sacks allowed and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's a collective effort. The blame can be going around to any and everybody, but I will have to start with Dave Canales because he is the offensive coordinator at the time, and he calls the plays.
Yeah, I will say this: we're at the bottom, and as far as like pace and how like the amount of plays that we play per game on the offensive side of the ball. So that's why you're seeing low passing yards and passing touchdowns. We don't get as many opportunities, for yards and stuff like that because we run so slow of a tempo in the games. So I feel like we need to speed up a little more, get more play calls, and we'll see higher production out of everybody. More passing yards, you see more rushing yards, touchdowns, just more opportunity to get everything.
Okay.
I
That's
don't.
what
I
I
don't really
think.
agree with that, Mello. I think the Panthers did a good mix last year of regular tempo and like tempo. I think it was
Now I looked at
situational.
it. We're low in like pace
Hold
and,
on,
and plays.
Mello. Mello. Hold on. Let PPP finish. Go ahead, PPP.
No. That's it. I just feel like we had a good mix of it. That's all.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying something else. Go ahead, Mello. My bad.
Yeah, I was just saying we were low in like plays. I was just looking at it yesterday. I feel like we need to because a lot of times when we come to the line of scrimmage, like we hiking the ball like 1-2 seconds left on the clock. Like I feel like we need to get everything in faster, give ourselves more opportunities, be more explosive.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay. All right.
And just looking at Bryce, one more thing real quick. And we're looking at Bryce, he plays better like up tempo. Like in the fourth quarter, we got to have it. That's when he plays his best football. He doesn't play like, what do they say, like the first 15 plays is scripted. Like he's not good on those. He's good when we got to have it. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if you can, because a lot of times the scripted plays, the first 15 turn to touchdowns.
What you mean? What you mean by that, PPP? The first scripted plays turn into touchdowns.
Like,
isn't that the saying? They say like the first 15 plays of the game is scripted or something like that.
Go ahead, PPP. Go ahead, PPP.
Yeah, like those first 15 plays or so that are scripted, they normally turn out to be touchdowns. So I don't think he does bad in those. I think that after those first 15, you can see like a little lull in the offense where they have to kind of like pick themselves back up and figure out what they're going to do. But of course, that has something to do with coaching. That doesn't have nothing to do really with Bryce, and not 100% with Bryce, because it all depends on what type of plays are being called. And if they're not good plays that's being called, you can't really put that on Bryce. Now, if they are, like if there's a read that's missed, then of course that's on Bryce. But I think what Melo said, I think those first 15, they be going dummy in. Like they be working that joint, man.
So what's the definition of like you said, a bad play call? Like I feel like I ain't gonna say any play call, but like almost anything you call, there's should be somebody open. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
As far as like passing play, it should be
more so
designed to get
like
somebody open.
it's more so like if you know that this should have been like a run play here, or why are we doing a run play here when we need to get this? And bad plays differ depending upon
Yeah.
what's across from you. Like what are they in? Like if you see them loading the box up, why are you running a halfback dive?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've seen that a lot.
I think there was enough. I think there was enough evidence last year because not only us as fans or content creators, also the media, the journalists, the people that that's in the room or whatnot after the games, and these are questions that was asked to Dave Canales. Why was a certain play called? I can't remember the game, but I remember vividly that we we went for it on fourth down. We went for all four downs, and we did not run the ball not one time. And I think on that fourth down play, we tried to do some type of end around with Jimmy Horn, and we lost yards.
Yes.
It was plays like that other plays in critical situations where we're sitting there looking at the screen and saying, "What the hell is Dave doing? How come you didn't try to do X, Y, Z here?" Especially when we were looking to take the lead, or we had the lead and we was trying to protect it. You know what I'm saying? Like putting us in bad situations and critical. I mean, putting us in bad down and distance in critical situations and not calling what we perceive to be the right play call because it was obvious we had momentum going that far down the field, and you don't do what needs to be done to try to put 6 on the board instead of 3, or put us in a position where we lose the ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I think there was enough evidence of that throughout the year. Hence, that's why the season was so up and down. One week we look like we can do everything. Then the next week we look extra conservative. Then they say, "Oh, okay, my bad." So we go back to this looking like Superman. The next week, "Oh, okay, we playing the 49ers at home. Oh, I think I'm scared of them. Let me get back to my conservative ways." That's how I took it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't know how you can create a identity when you're not sticking to the formula that will create that identity. Because even in that game in San Francisco, even though I think Christian McCaffrey only had like 57, 60 yards, he still ran the ball 24 times. So it wasn't all about being productive when you run the ball. You got to keep the defense balanced. You got to keep the defense guessing. When you become one-dimensional, like we did in a lot of instances, it seemed like we didn't have an answer for it all the time. But that's how I look at it.
Yeah. And
okay.
When I think that's the reason why Dave changed and gave play calling over to Brad Izzy, because he saw that maybe his time in doing it was coming to an end, because we were decent, but we weren't thriving. And
right.
And there's a difference in a team. Like you could tell a team that can score, and then you could tell a team that can score and be dominant.
Right.
Every time they touch the ball, that there's opportunity for them to score a touchdown. So I think Dave, I like the move that Dave made. It was selfless. It showed leadership to now say, let me give this over to Brad Izzik and Bev. What's his name? Bevel, I guess is his name.
Right. Dow Bevel. Bevel.
Yeah. Give it over to these guys. Let them work it, and I kind of oversee the whole entire load here. So yeah.
That's what he said he was going to do.
Go ahead, man.
Okay.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was going to say that's what he said he was going to do when he got hired here originally. He said he was going to eventually give over the play calling. So he just did what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me read through these comments real quick, and then we'll go to the topic 2. Get y'all guys' opinions on that, on the receiver room.
Okay.
So Frankie said we can only do so much with a little QB. Okay. Frankie also said play calling. Bryce changed the call several times for a 4 and out. Okay, Frankie, where's your proof of that? That's what I would say in response. I'm gonna need with some proof. We deal with facts over here, not emotions or feelings. I need some facts. Big J Issue said, "Are we speaking on how we can get better? Just joining." Yeah, that's the topic. The theme for the week was proof week. Projection or production. So yeah, we definitely talking about that. Day we talking about the offense. J Issue.
Hey Tony, I'm sorry. I gotta jump in the chat. I gotta jump in the chat, man. I forgot I had a 9 o'clock I gotta get to.
Okay, that's cool. It look like Ray Shack just popped in, so I could replace you with Ray Shack.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Hey,
right,
PPP, you got away this time on that. You got away on this wide receiver thing. I was waiting to eat you up, man.
Well, sir, you
You
couldn't
got
because I
away.
know what I was
You
talking
got
about.
away with it.
Because guess what, sir? We deal with facts over here,
Hey,
not feelings.
yeah,
That's when your emotions about Mechie was gonna get hurt. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
yeah.
All right, bro.
Hey, Will. Hey, send me
Thanks.
that link about that conversation we was talking about yesterday. Send
Okay.
me a link to so I can check it out. Okay. All right.
All right, man. Later.
All right. Let's see. Add Ray Shack to the stage. All right. Hold on 1 second. Say, Tony, how can I get the second membership to look at the game film? Yeah, I posted that link in the chat to the Patreon page. King James, check it out, man. Decide which tier you want to be on. If you want access to watching the game film, that starts with the second tier. That's the film access tier. I think that's $8 a month. And want to let you guys know too that it will be going up all three tiers when game one of the season starts, and I get it rolling over there. It's definitely going to be going up, and the value is definitely worth it. So yeah, that's where you can check it out at. Let's see. Pewter said those are two different things. Okay, Pewter, you got to tell me what two different things are we're talking about. All right. Let me read the money real quick. Reality Beats with the $4.99 super chat. Hey, we appreciate that, Reality Beats. He said that Seattle game play calling was pitiful. All we did was pass in the backfield and run the ball. Yeah, it was a lot of that. It was a lot of that. Look, yeah. So I don't know if that was necessarily. Let me say it this way. Do you think that was probably the defense forcing us into that, or were we scared to try to push the ball downfield because Seattle put more pressure on us, probably at the same level that Atlanta tried to, and that New Orleans tried to. So
Well,
that's
if you remember
go
going
ahead.
into that game, Tone, uh,
Yeah,
we were looking at a team that played a lot of man coverage at first. Going into that game, the highest man coverage team in the NFL. Then they get to
yeah,
Charlotte and they switch up. They're playing nothing but zone. I
yeah.
mean, nothing but zone. And it threw the game plan off. So they had to figure out. I mean, and people don't realize when you're playing zone, you have to account for, as far as a wide receiver, that spacing. Like, what space are you going to elect to sit in for Bryce Young to throw the ball into? Like, if you're throwing a dig, normally that dig you want to throw it across the middle. Once he come out his break, it's thrown across the middle. A lot of that was
Right,
taken up. If you got a linebacker or a safety that's dropping down, where are you gonna throw it at? And then you'll get mad because Bryce threw a pick. Well, they're playing zone. This is something that they wasn't expecting. They was expecting man coverage. So I mean, you
yeah,
can't really be too upset about it because he ain't turned the ball over but one time. But the game was close all the way up to the third quarter.
right.
So both teams was trash until the third, fourth quarter, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. All right, SC Panther Boy said, "Man, I just saw I wasn't subbed to Coach Tony. I'm subbed up now. And who let Pastor Bucky's and Mellow Yellow out?" Hey, I appreciate you for subbing, NC Panther Boy. I'm gonna have to let Pastor Bucky's and Mellow Yellow answer that question.
well, SC is a great guy and a troll at the same time. So I love my brother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, before we move on real quick, hey, if you would like to support the show, at the top right corner, there's a QR code up there. If you can scan it, if you're enjoying this content and love what you're hearing, loving the vibe, I also posted a link just now in the chat. So there's a link to the PayPal. I don't have Cash App because over here in the UAE, Cash App is not allowed. So, but I do have PayPal. Again, you can hit the QR code or you can hit the link. Show love to the chat. I mean, show love to the to the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. All right.
Hit the Cash App.
Yeah. Dom 334 says smash like and subscribe. Yeah, hit that smash that like button and subscribe and turn on your post notifications. God damn, I'm tongue tied, boy.
Yeah. That's because you got a
Yeah.
Snickers in your mouth. That's why. Yeah, we got you.
Oh, here you go. There we go. All right. All right, so the second topic was the receiver room proof. Is the receiver room ready to produce? Let me change that banner real quick and put it back up there. There we go. Is the receiver room ready to produce? So the facts were Carolina has invested in receiver room through youth, size, and competition. Tedero McMillan gives Carolina a big outside target, and Xavier Legette still brings size and physical traits and not much else. I added that. I said that. Chris Brazel, the third, was added in the third round with hopes of contributing early. And John Mechie and David Moore add more competition and role flexibility. Okay, so let me put that in context for you. You can't just look at this receiver room and say that they look good on paper and leave it at that. That's like being at a cookout, sitting their plate stacked high and assuming it's going to be good without even taking a bite. The real question is what happens when it's time to eat? Can these guys get open when it actually matters? Deal with the physical coverage, block when the ball goes somewhere else, and create explosive plays? What about turning simple catches into bigger gains? That is where this room has to show proof. So that is the context. And the debate question was, given the size, youth, and added competition in the receiver room, is Carolina ready to expect real production from this group? Or does the room still have to prove it before the fans buy in? And Rishak, hey man, thank you for hopping on to the panel. I know I kept you waiting for a long time, but I appreciate you being here, man. Since you are here and I made you wait so long, I give you first crack at that.
You said, what about the receiver room again? I know you said you going to the receiver room. You said, what do
So
I rank?
said the debate question is, given the size, youth, and added competition in the receiver room, is Carolina ready to expect real production from this group, or do the room still have to prove itself before the fans buy in?
I think a little bit of both, but I think Ted, he won the rookie of the year. You know, he proved, even though he's still young, he proved he's a pretty damn good young wide receiver. I don't know where you are ranking among the vets, but among the young receivers, he got to be at the top. Excel, you know, he going into what his third year, so I mean, his first 2 years was underwhelming, but I expect him to be better this year. And then you got Colt. Colt, he got a new contract. He proved what he can do the last 2 years when healthy. So yeah, I think those top three guys, I think they are they should be ready to prove that they going to their second and third years now. So it should be time to, especially for the third year guys, to put up. You know what I'm saying? And they got the young guy Brazil. You know, he ain't showed nothing yet, but he got some speed. Then you got Horn, same thing. Got some speed. Ain't really showed too much yet, but special teams guy. Uh, then you got Tremaine and special teams. But overall, if you want to say like the top three, the top 5, top 3, the top 4, yeah, I like the group. You know what I'm saying? I like the group. And before I end this, you said, do I think the group as a whole has a chance to, show out this year? Do I think they will? Uh, it For me, it all depends on the offensive coordinator and what he wants to do. If he want to be a ground and pounder and we run the ball more, then we pass the ball and we successful at it, then you know,
Yeah.
eh,
Sorry about
you know,
that.
I
Forgot my mic was muted.
oh yeah, but I mean, yeah. As far as the overall question, you were saying as far as like, do I think they should take the leap this year? Right?
Yeah. Do you expect real production from the group, or do you still feel like
Oh,
they need to prove it before you buy in?
I'm good with Tech. Now as a group, I still think they have to prove, but I think they ready to. I think they're ready to take a leap. I say a little bit of both, but I think they go take a leap this year. They should.
Okay. All right. PPP, what you think? Okay. Mello, you there? Gone. Is both of them gone? Or I thought their mic is muted. Rashad, you still there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me just read some of these comments real quick. Frankie said, "Love this channel. Hey, I appreciate it, man. So hey, make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, and CJ channel is the Carolina Armchair GM CJ. So King James said they there. Well, I can't hear neither one of them. Both of them might look muted on the screen. So yeah. Young Freddie said, good morning, young Freddie. What's happening to you? He said, shout out to everyone on the panel. And Frankie said some of them wide receivers would be special teams. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, PPP said give him 5 minutes. All right. Young Freddie said, good morning, Tony and panel. Shout out to you all. Keep pounding. Hey, shout out to you. Good morning to you, Freddie. And keep pounding as always. SC said that old bowl game PPP coming soon. I don't know what that means, but okay.
My
And
bad,
King
Tony. I
James
had to
said
go
that.
on mute for a little bit.
Okay, all right. And
Um,
King James
yeah,
said
to
he
answer the
there.
question. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Milo. Go ahead, Milo.
To answer the question, I think it all comes down to us being healthy. Like I love this wide receiver room with everyone healthy. You know what I mean? Everybody can play their respective roles. I believe Tet's going to be the one. Then you got Coker as the two. I believe Braz will be the three, and so on and so forth. But if we suffer a major injury to one of our top guys, I don't love the. I still like the wide receiver room, but I don't love it. You know what I mean? I'm not confident in some of the guys to step up to be number one. Say a Tech go down or something like that. I think the most important thing
Right.
is if we stay healthy. I feel like this team can take the next step. It's another year in the same system. We pretty much got all the same wide receivers. So I don't see any reason why we can't take that next step and be better as a whole as far as the wide receiver room.
Okay, but I'm not asking you if you like the room. I'm asking if the room has earned your trust yet.
Oh, earn trust.
Yeah.
I would say
Hurry up, man.
no.
Question.
I would say no because I mean I know what, like I said, I know what the top guys can do, But the other guys, I haven't really seen a lot of the other guys except besides Ted and Coker. So I would say no.
Hey
Okay,
I
so
Tony.
do have faith
you
in
need a
them,
little
but
bit. You need them to prove it a little bit more before you
yeah,
completely buy in. Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Hey,
Go
hey
ahead,
Tony.
PP.
I want to say this. You know what, Tony? You're an amazing
Yeah.
person. You don't realize what you just did. You just
Well,
turned Melo into a 6'4" Mexican named Milo. Yeah, yeah. You called him Milo, and I appreciate
did I
that.
say? Yeah, I did say that. I
Me
caught
what?
myself. I caught myself.
He caught
I did
himself. He
catch
caught
myself.
himself.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to let the record show that Melo is now a 6'4" Mexican named Milo.
Hey, hey, Mello. Now
You
on
stupid.
Unc Channel later he gonna give you hell about that, right?
Yeah,
He
I
gonna
know.
give you hell about that.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Milo.
So
But
PPP,
yeah,
what you think about the argument so far about the debate question about the wide receivers?
I have ultimate trust in the wide receiver room. Nothing that has been presented to me shows me that we're inadequate in any way. Maybe we can probably hint at maybe injuries with Coker, but we know that that same overshadowing or uh, uh, transposing over was on J.C. Horn as well. He's good when he's not injured. He's elite when he's on the field, but he's injured, and I think that that same precedence is over Coker. Coker stays healthy. We have a top two wide receiver core, bang bang, 1 and 2, and not to mention that we bring in Browser, who I think is
Right.
going to be as elite as expected, with his ability to box out, high point the ball, make contested catches, and really be the um, be the ambiance of throw me the deep ball. I think we see that in full totality this upcoming season with Browser, and then not to mention John Mechie, someone who has continuity with Bryce Young, someone who has hands, someone that has NFL experience, someone that can be utilized in the short yardage situations, quick outs, quick slants. Even some deep passes, some deep pass opportunities that will present itself. He has great feet, so I have no concerns at all. Hear me out. I have no concerns with the wide receiver core for the Carolina Panthers at all.
So you were talking about Browser right there at the end?
I was talking about John Mechie at the end, but I did speak on
Oh,
Browser.
John Mechie.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you believe that they ready to that there's real production in the room, so they just need to execute it.
That's
So
it.
you bought
That's it.
in.
Execute, stay healthy.
Okay.
That's my biggest thing, staying
Okay.
healthy.
Hmm.
So let me ask you this, especially about the Chris Brazzle thing. So we know that he's another big target, right?
Right.
But should the expectations be what a lot of fans are having right now, that he can probably be the wide receiver 3? Because rookies still need development. They still need development. And it's not like I don't think he's gonna come into the league as polished as Nalo, but I think there's gonna be some development that's needed there. What you think?
Well, the great thing about this is he's not getting 1 or 2 reps. And what I mean by that is wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 reps. So his development or his pushing into that position won't be as demanding as someone that is in that 1 or 2 spot. Um, so I understand that he's going to need some development, and that's to be believed for any rookie. Will Lee,
Right.
Lee Hunter, all those guys, Monroe Freeland, but in particular for him, he has the ability to kind of sit back and watch and be a superstar in his own right, because no one on that team has the
Oh
the
God.
size or no one on that team has the size or the capability that he can do. I don't believe we'll see T Mac high pointing and boxing out like that this season. He has his own skill set. Coker has his own skill set. So this is really a job that Chris Brazel can take. He can take this, and
Yeah.
and the pressure isn't there on him because he's in his own wheelhouse, bro.
I agree with that. The pressure is more on Excel to
Uh huh.
uh to reestablish himself as a wide receiver that Carolina can count on. Like I
Hmm.
said earlier, you wasn't here yet, but I believe that Brazel, along with David Moore coming back, makes for a strong competition at that wide receiver 3 position.
Okay.
And matter of fact, for the wide receiver 3 and wide receiver 4, because I believe out of those three, you're going to get those two um, slots filled, wide receiver 3 and wide receiver 4. And I'm afraid that if XL don't get rid of this boogeyman that he has, doesn't the potential don't match up with the hype or with the first round selection, that he could easily find himself out of Carolina. And I don't right now as we speak, I don't see Carolina picking up a 5th-year option on Excel, because it's one thing to be a project, right? And they give you the full 4 years to prove who you are. They're not going to guarantee um that 5th-year option and pay you like you're a number one wide receiver and you 3 or 4. They ain't gonna do that.
Can I ask you a question, Tone?
You're an Excel hater,
Yeah.
Tony.
Can I ask you a question, Tone, real quick before I go?
Well, what's up? What's up?
What would
You
be
ain't
the
going
benefit?
nowhere.
What would I got to? What would be the benefit of extending or giving a 5th-year option to Xavier Leggett? What would be right now, current term, current
None.
status? Exactly.
None.
Exactly.
That's an
None.
easy
Absolute.
question.
Yeah.
And when you make it as simple as that, you start to see that we're not saying what we're saying based on hatred. We're saying what we're saying based on production. And when you take it from a production
Yeah.
Facts.
standpoint, you can't be upset.
Facts.
Yep.
Not
All right, gentlemen,
And the
feelings, but
money.
I'm
You
about
be
to head
facts.
to
you be
work.
paying
I'll
them
holler
way
at
too
y'all,
much
man.
money. All right,
All right.
PPP.
All right,
Sir.
PPP. All right. Hold on. Let me get back to it.
Given to us, that it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Rashad, how you feel about how you feel about that? And tell me how to properly pronounce your name, because I swear I feel like I'm butchering it.
I
Okay,
mean,
oh,
it's Rashad, but some people
Rashad.
be like
Okay,
Ray Shaq. Yeah, it's
yeah,
Rashad. Some people, to me, it don't really no difference to me. It's just like Rashad, Ray Shaq. Just like whatever. It's like
okay,
if your
cool.
name is Brandon, but but somebody like Brandon or Brandon, it's all the same.
Yeah,
But like as far as you said what now? As far as the question,
shit, you made me forget what I was what I was saying. Now we were talking about
oh shit.
Brazo, um by him being a big target and the expectation that some people have on him, and giving him the wide receiver 3 spot
Oh,
already. And we was talking about by him being a rookie and still needing development, and then went into Excel. We was talking about Excel, and PPP asked the question, would I give him a 5th-year option right now as we speak? And I was like, no, because I don't think he's going to get that 5th-year option, and I think you're gonna find Excel out of Carolina by the end of his 4th year. But go ahead.
Brazil. I mean, I would say I agree with. I think with PPP, he was like, I think Brazil that they gonna bring him along slow, man. I think he gonna probably start out as the fourth guy. They could just ease him on. I don't think I don't think he gonna get up to that top two or top three this year. I think they're gonna ease him more like slowly, bring him more slowly. He'll get his opportunities, but he won't. I don't think he'll have a major impact. You know what I'm saying? And as far as XL, nah, as of right now, he's not getting no fifth year. He got to prove this year, and he got a. It's, it's his third year coming up, so he got 2 more years guaranteed. Well, they can still cut him, but
Yeah.
guaranteed as far as guaranteed, he still got 2 more years guaranteed. So he got this upcoming year and next year to prove that maybe he might get an extension. Because I don't know how the fifth year option work. Would it make him
No,
one
he
of the
only got
highest
one
paid
year
wide receivers?
guaranteed right now,
Yeah,
unless we
yeah.
pick up the fifth year,
He only got 1 year that's guaranteed, right?
which is this year.
But this
Or no, no,
no,
no, my fault. This year, next
this
year.
is year 3. Yeah, this year
Yeah, this
3.
year,
So
next
next
Yeah.
year,
year.
yeah, he'll be a year 4. Yeah.
So he got this year, next year. So that's 2 years, right? Yeah, it's 2 years
Oh yeah,
guaranteed.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
But you know
yeah, he
what
still
though?
got.
I'm
But
just of the mindset when you look at the production that we have gotten from him so far. The first year with nothing average, maybe I'll say below average, given what where we selected him in the draft, and then last year, I guess you could kind of say a little below average in my opinion, based off the same reason. So
yeah,
I just like so I was never an XL fan when he came out. That's not who I wanted.
me either.
You know, I'm a firm believer that first through the first 3 rounds, I feel like you can get quality starters. I honestly believe
Yeah,
that. And I'm not gonna waste a first round pick on a project. I'm not gonna do it.
that's
So
what it was. A
I
waste.
was definitely, yeah, I was definitely against that. I was pounding the table for like Lad McConkey or Ricky Pearsall at the time, because I definitely felt that they were better proven receivers coming out of college than XL, and they had just more than just 1 year of production at their schools. So yeah, he was definitely not. I was definitely not happy with that selection when we made it, but. Okay, so let me read a few comments and then we'll jump to topic 3. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but we could just touch on it real quick, then we can get out of here. Let's see. I kind of remember where we left out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, healthy is key. I agree, Mello. That's what young Freddie said. And then SC says if healthy, we're going to be a problem. Yeah, I agree. I agree there, SC. But that's the key thing. We got to be healthy, and
Yeah,
we have to be
that's the
hitting
main
on
thing.
all cylinders. Week 1. Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you
that's a
say,
fact.
Mello?
I'll put it to you like this: do y'all feel confident in his wide receiver room still? Like, say if Coker start the year off, not healthy again, and take Tat misses a couple games here and there. Do you love XL as your number 1 potentially, and maybe Brazo as your number 2? You know what I mean, for a couple games? Like, I'm just not as
No.
confident in the wide receiver room. You see what I'm saying? The health,
Yeah,
the health.
that
I have
man.
confidence in this room where everybody healthy, but when everybody's not healthy, I'm not confident. That confident
Yeah,
in this room.
it's very suspect. It's very
Yeah,
suspect.
yeah,
Let's see. Frankie said a good young team. Yeah, we got a good young team, but that like we've been talking about, they have to prove it on the field. We can't just talk about it. They got to show us. Young Fred said the room has it, not because they have to stay healthy, i.e., Coker XL got to take a next step, and the younger guys need to be ready if we lose someone big in the top 3. Let me pull Freddie up on the panel
yeah. Basically, what
since
I was just saying.
since he just tapped in.
Oh, there we go. Good
Young
morning.
Freddie, what's happening with you?
Good morning, Tony, Ray Shock, and what's up, Mello?
What up? What
What's
up?
up,
what
my
dude?
boy? What's going on?
Good morning. Good morning.
What's going
Yeah.
on? Let me finish reading some of these comments. Then I'll give it to you, Freddie.
Yeah.
All right. Oh shit! There you go, Mello. SCRA start with the. I like Milo better myself.
He's stupid.
I can't stand
said,
him.
he's stupid. He's
Oh
stupid.
man. Let's see. SC said, "People, PPP. I got an extra jersey for you." And Bucky says, "Coon." You know what? Oh my god!
Coon brick, man, that's crazy. Coon brisket sandwich is crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I apologize. I hate that I did not get to this sooner while PPP was on here. That is hilarious.
Yeah, coon brisket.
God
crazy.
dang.
Hey, Jody, I cried.
Damn it, boy.
I said, you stupid.
Man.
I said, you stupid.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That's
right there.
crazy work. That's crazy work.
How did you not read that when PPP was here?
Man, I don't know. I don't know how that skipped me. Man. I apologize for that. That was good. That was hey Freddie, listen, hey, I'm trying to get used to this thing, man. I got like 10 things going at one time. I'm trying to get used to it. But that was a good one though, SC.
Oh, that was
you
funny.
know he gonna be on Unk channel later, so you definitely got to bring that up. You definitely got to say that. Yeah, I'm definitely here for the bullshit. Yeah.
That was funny.
Let's see. Frankie said Mello say XL will be in Buffalo. Okay.
Hey, I'm fine with that. I don't care what you send them. I really don't care.
So Nick backstage. So if one of y'all want to
yeah, I'll be in the comments. I'll come back through if y'all start talking about some shit I really want to say something about. But I'll be in the comments.
Okay.
Holla at y'all, boy. Yeah, holla at y'all, boy.
All right, Rashad. All right, appreciate it, man.
Oh man.
All right, let me bring Nick up. Nick Gaskins, my man, what's happening with you?
What y'all in here lying about, man? Y'all gotta start talking about XL like it's some afterthought, man.
I just got up here.
He is afterthought.
Yeah. Well, hold on, Nick. We get to you real quick. Hold on. SC said his health only. Okay. And he said, "Hey Tony, I hit up your PayPal earlier. If you didn't see, yeah, I didn't. I don't know why the notifications haven't come through, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet, SC. But I believe you. I appreciate it, my guy. And SC said, I think XL is more focused on horses and trail riding more than football to me. He can't leave Mullins in South Carolina for nothing. He should have gotten drafted by Arizona. He would have had no chance. He would have had no choice
into that nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, oh man. 803 don't give a fuck.
Damn it. Nick Gaskins, how you feeling about the wide receiver room?
The wide receiver room is good, man. Y'all, I mean, I don't look at things the way that a lot of y'all look at it.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, so we got to give a man a chance to do his thing. Give the man a chance. I mean, it's only
how much time? I was just going to say, how much time do you think?
I mean, this year he has to show more than what he have shown. That's obvious. That's an obvious thing. He has to show more than what he has shown this season. But at the end of the day, we can't get these false narratives in there like, oh my God, he was supposed to be a world breaker. He is not he was not drafted in the top 10. And he was not supposed to be drafted in the first round.
Well, that I agree with you on. That right there, what you just said, I 1000% agree with you
100%
on
facts.
that. But here's the facts though.
But we drafted him in the first round.
We did draft him in the first round, and typically in the NFL, regardless if it's the Carolina Panthers, one of the other 31 teams, when you are drafted in the first round, it says something about who you are as a player, and you are held to a higher standard. So let's not forget, we traded back into the first round to get him.
Yeah.
We traded back into the first round. So the expectations is a little different if he was a second round pick or a third round pick. No, you was a first round pick. And in my opinion, there were other wide receivers at that time that was better than XL that we looked over. Because at that time, Dave Canales was kind of sold on the traits. Big body, runner for, in 4.38, 4.39, at the combine or whatever. But none of that has really translated thus far. So if he doesn't produce this year, given the time that you are giving him, Nick, and the production stays the same, what you do at the end of the season?
I mean, at the end of the season, obviously they're not picking up his 5th-year option. That's the easy notation that they're gonna let him. I mean, that they're gonna say, hey, either you're gonna come out here and prove it the next year, or we're gonna let you go this offseason, or we're not gonna let you go. We're gonna trade you.
Do he get a fourth? Do he get a 4th year? You think? What you think about that?
I mean, it could be possible. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a rookie contract, so it's much cheaper than picking up a veteran unless you're going to draft an entirely another wide receiver again.
Well, we got rid of Jonathan Mingo, and we did draft another wide receiver.
This is factual.
So yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, unless he's traded, then there's a possibility that he would be on the what's called. But at the end of the day, things were far worse with Jonathan Mingo than what they are with XL.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
The circumstances.
I guess. Go ahead, Frank. Freddie, what you gonna say?
Frank. The circumstances are definitely different than about 3 years ago. I mean, we've come a long way from those wide receivers to the wide receivers that we have now, and I'm okay with XL being my 3 or 4. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at as one. We took desperation and made a move that probably didn't make sense.
Yes,
and sometimes that don't work out.
When we drafted him, you talking about when we drafted him?
Moving up and drafting him is what the issue is.
Yes,
it created this false sense of urgency with a player that we knew was probably going to be a project.
And we didn't need to do that, and we could have just drafted a Ladd McConkey who would have came in immediately and
Ladd McConkey is not a wide receiver for Bryce Young. 2 short motherfuckers can't find each other.
That's not true.
That's not accurate.
I know it ain't always true, but at the end of the day, that's why he did. That's why they didn't draft Ladd McConkey.
Okay,
his size turned him off for him.
His size, really?
Yeah.
Hold on. So Ladd McConkey was he's 5'11".
Yeah,
185 pounds coming out. Hold on, 5'11", about 185 pounds coming out of Georgia. Now Stetson Bennett didn't have no problem. Another short quarterback for 2 years started at Georgia, had no problem finding Ladd McConkey when he was in Georgia. Now,
I'm blaming this on desperation. No, I'm not blaming.
Bryce had no problem finding John Mechie when they played together at Alabama. 2 short people. So you want me to believe that if we had drafted Ladd McConkey, that was all of a sudden going to become an issue?
And also, Ladd,
I just wanted to let you know it was a joke. I don't necessarily agree, but if you can look at their last 3 draft picks plus Coker,
understandable.
Plus Coker, the last 3 wide receivers, they obviously believe in the big body wide receiver with Bryce more than they do anybody
you know why
else.
that is, though, Nick?
But then you got Jimmy Horn.
Wait. Yeah. But you know why that is, though, Nick? Is because think about where they come from. They come from Seattle, which was DK Metcalf. They come from Tampa Bay, which was Mike Evans. So they're honestly used to the X receiver being the big body. Honestly, if we did draft Ladd right now would have been the slot anyway.
Right. That's what I was hoping. But hold on, before we go any further, shout out to Will, aka Tip Drill Will, for the $5 super chat. Will said XL is a Mingo. XL will be a 3 or 4. Yeah, we'll see about that. Well, I agree with you on the first part. He isn't Mingo, but the verdict is still out on whether he will be a 3 or a 4. I'll say that. But
I mean, I'm cool with him
out to
either
you
way.
for that. Hold on, Freddie. Shout out to Will. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Go ahead, Freddie.
And again, as I said, like drafting Lad, he would have been the twitchy slot receiver, as Ray Shock said in his comment. The twitchy slot receiver who's a great route runner and just who understands zone coverage and the spot things that we talked about with Bryce Young, who is who likes to throw to different spots and different things on the field because we know his accuracy. That's just what Bryce does. So I think he actually would have been Bryce friendly anyway. I think Excel is the Lad McConkey.
Yeah, because one thing, but prior to that draft, one thing that we lacked in the receiver room in Carolina was a wide receiver that can create separation. Yep. That was my biggest thing for wanting Lad McConkey because he's a route technician. He's fast. He ran like a 4.4 at the 40. So not only is he a route technician, got great hands, can create separation. Because those cornerbacks that came out the year he came out at Alabama and at Georgia, Alabama and some of the other schools they played, he was putting their ass in the blender consistently. And he did it throughout his career. So that's why I wanted. So when you talk about Bryce Young and his strength coming out of college, throwing with anticipation, throwing the wide receiver open, throwing to a spot, knowing that the wide receiver is going to be there. We didn't have nobody like that up until that draft, and that's why I was pounding the table
for Lad McConkey.
Yeah,
Lad McConkey was actually higher graded than XL. It's just
way higher.
Yeah, he was.
He. I don't know why he slid the way it is. I don't know what they found in his record that teams just said they didn't want to. Because at the end of the day, at one point, Lad McConkey was completely mocked for getting drafted in the first round.
Yeah.
And you know what it was so many.
Then he turned out to have 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
he had 1,000 yards his rookie season.
And then also Tony
in the offense where they don't pass the ball that much.
They don't pass the ball, right? And they're a run first team.
Go ahead, Fred.
Yeah. So like, the thing about it is the difference. In Carolina. I do believe that one thing I do think that Dave and them have failed to do. Because one thing that Lad does better than any of the wide receivers on our team. I'm going to say this right now. He's smaller, but the dude, when he gets hit, he does not go down on first contact.
This is facts. He breaks a lot of tackles.
That's
this
facts.
Is
and it ain't about breaking the tackles. It's the fact that he has extremely well contact balance. The dude gets hit and he just bounce off.
That's true.
That is very facts. True. And then also the thing about Lad McConkey, the only thing different about him in Excel was he's like a half a tick slower than him. I think Glad ran a 4.4 flat.
Right.
Like, and as we mentioned before, game speed and combine speed, if you're smaller, that 4.4 is going to feel like a 4.35 because in the game speed.
And it's not even necessarily the game speed. Y'all so let's just think about what wide receivers you would put in your top 5 or top 10. Let's say top 5. Over the past 5 years, the top 5 wide receivers in the league, there's probably only 2 of them that ran 4.3 or 4.4.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua ran a 4.3, a 4.56, 4.57 at the combine, something like that.
Jason ran a 4.5.
Yeah. Antonio Brown in his days ran like almost a 4.6. Being able to create separation and being a route technician will overcome all of that.
Sure will.
All of that. And that's why I asked the question one night on Unc channel because I think Nick, you was talking about this speed and having a wide receiver that could take the top off of defenses. And I was like, just because you have that speed, that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get open. You got to get off the line of scrimmage first. You got to get off the jam. You got to get off the press. You got to be, you got to know how at the top of your route, how to create separation. And a lot of these guys that have that speed, They can't do that.
Right.
But I'm gonna say this: Excel does be open. Don't get that wrong. He does be open. I don't know. I mean, because you think I know Tony as Richard. You watch all 22 the way that I watch all 22, and I know if you've seen those drag plays across the middle. What's his daggone name? Tet is on the inside, and Excel's on the outside, and they'll drag across the field, and you will completely see that the corner will bite for Tet, and Excel's wide open. It is just a miss. It's just I ain't gonna say that there's no bad blood or nothing like that. I think it's just a missed opportunity, really. Realistically, I think that
I got a question. I got a question for you, real quick, Nick. Let me read some of these super chats. SC say, boy, I don't know who butcher names the worst, Unc, Tony, or CJ. Y'all all running a tight race, going to be an NC thing. Got to be. Hey, I understand. Listen, I can't deny it right now. Like I said, this is my third day running a show like this by myself. Mouth dry, tongue tied. I ain't used to doing all this damn talking. Those dudes conditioned, man. They built for this. I'm trying to get my stamina up. So yeah, you gonna get that from me for right now. So SC said, cause us South Carolina people can talk for surely in my Excel voice. BM said Nick trolling early this morning. SC said who, William? Hold on. CJ said, oh hell. I think he's talking about you being on the panel, Nick. Shaq said I prefer the shorter, quicker twitch wide receivers myself. Hey, so do I.
Yeah.
So do I. SC Panther Boy said, excuse me, it's Milo for real now on.
Oh my God.
I apologize, Mello. Man, I done started something.
Yeah, you had.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
God damn.
Hey, SC Panther Boy said, lad a younger is Renfro with speed. Yeah, SC, you need to clean that one up. You sound like me right now.
Is a younger Renfro with speed? Interesting.
Yeah. Jerry Rice wasn't fast, stepson, but look. Yep, Jerry Rice ran a 4.6. What was a 4.64, 4.63? I know it was in the 4.6 coming out of Mississippi Valley State.
Jerry Rice was just Jerry Rice. He get open because his running was better than anybody's.
Mm-hmm.
CJ said, wait one damn minute, SC. Talk to him, cuz. Get him, cuz. Yeah, we ain't going for that. That Owens ran a 4.62. What? Who talking about? Terrell Owens?
No,
I don't know. I don't remember his 40.
I don't believe that one.
4.6.
Yeah, I don't believe that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I don't know.
I would have to look that up. I don't know that. I ain't know that.
That's crazy.
But Rashak say, yeah, talking about Terrell Owens. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Was that at a pro day or was that at the combine?
That's a good question.
Because I know he came out of UT Chattanooga, so that must have been his pro day. Yeah, I don't remember him coming to the combine.
Dang, he did. That dude ran a 4.65.
Damn.
Yeah, but you see how important it is to be a route technician and know what to do, because you can make that 4.6 like you run a 4.5 or a sub 4.4. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's combine speed and it's game speed.
Exactly.
It's two different things.
I always it's good to see those guys run the 40 at the combine, but I always tell people you will rarely see a wide receiver line up and just run 40 yards straight.
That is that's very true.
So when it comes to the 40 time, it doesn't even mean anything to me, really. I like looking at the gauntlet. I like to see how you run the gauntlet. Can you stay on track? Can you keep the same pace when you catching the ball? That shows the confidence in your hands. I ain't gonna get in a whole nother spiel right there. That's a whole nother topic. I ain't gonna spill on that.
Look at Xavier Worthy.
SC said, SC with the laughing emoji. And CJ, Rashak said at his pro day. Okay. Combine, CJ said it was a 4.63. Okay, all right, cool. Appreciate that, cuz. SC said Jerry Rice was in Seattle at 42, still cooking people. Yeah, he will still put the cleats on and get it popping when it comes to racing. That dude, energy level and his conditioning right now, and I think he's like 60 or close to it, is like on another level. Reality Beats 11 said Brazel has some of the worst QBs throwing him the ball in OTAs, and he caught all of them. That boy polished. One thing I say about Brazel is, I a lot of people will remember him from Tennessee, but I challenge people to go back and look at him from his redshirt freshman season at Tulane, and Darian Mensah was his quarterback. Darian Mensah is now at the University of Miami. He was at Duke last year, but he's at Miami. Those two right there, along with Mekhi Hughes, the running back, who transferred to Oregon, but now is in Houston with his old head coach, Willie Fritz. Those three right there, they put Tulane on the map because you couldn't do nothing with those three on the field. Yeah.
And Brazel ran like the whole route tree in Tulane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let you know this right now. Yeah. I'm just praying that he didn't pick up any bad habits from Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Because
y'all can say what you mean.
I know what you're talking about.
That is some of the worst group of wide receiver coaches in the history of anything.
And I mean, you're not wrong. Those
go ahead, Freddie. Go ahead.
Those motherfuckers should be fired. Like, I mean, those motherfuckers shouldn't.
They have been fired, Freddie. They have been fired, and other motherfuckers have changed and come up in there. It just they I'm gonna say this: they got this program set to go a certain type of way, and I don't think that they pay attention to what the NFL they want to spread teams out, and they don't want to get their wide receivers prepared. So as long as he don't pick up any bad habits and he stays with what he got from Tulane, I'm good with it. But at the end of the day, I'm only skeptical because Tennessee they are notorious for not getting wide receivers ready to go to the next level.
No, that's true. That's facts. Hey, CJ said, but we all know game speed hit different, or game speed is different. I think that's what he meant to say.
That's a fact.
B-Amo said T.O. looked faster than that. Yeah, he did. He definitely looked faster than a 4.6.
But this is the thing about it is, I think T.O. had that long speed. I think because when you're a bigger body,
long strider.
Yeah, sometimes when you're a bigger body, because like everybody knows, Usain Bolt was an absolute freak of nature. Somebody that big to be able to get to that speed that fast is not usually what happens. Most sprinters are short.
That's true.
Right.
Most sprinters are short. Freaking, you can go back, look at all the people who are below him and look at their height and look at the speeds that they put out. It actually makes sense. And then you go look at freaking Usain Bolt, and you like, this dude's a freak. He's one of one. He's one of one. You will not see somebody that big be able to run that fast. I mean, be that quick again for another 50, 60, 70 years.
That dude's insane.
So I just
it is crazy.
So like I get it. I get it with Excel. Excel got to put up this year. I ain't gonna lie to you. He got to put up this year. If he don't put up this year, there is the potential that he gets traded. There's the potential that hey, listen, if he don't put up this year and we can get another 4th round pick for a wide receiver that didn't put up, I'm good with it.
But that's why I keep asking people put up what? Like, what are you expecting if he's the number 4? Like, what are you expecting him to do?
Exactly.
I mean, but there's a thing about it.
I keep asking people to be like, oh, I expect Excel to have a good year this year.
Hold on, Freddie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
So, what do you expect him as a number 4? He's gonna have to put up with the snaps that he gets at the end of the day. And if you're thinking that Brazel's gonna come in the NFL and automatically be the number 3, I would highly doubt that. And I'm sorry what y'all say. Y'all can say David Moore. Bryce likes him. David Moore also is like 75 years old for a wide receiver. And he he get nicked up extremely quickly. So a lot of times you're going to probably see him in there in the later downs and all that kind of stuff like that. So I don't think you're going to see David Moore a lot. Maybe
Hold
if
on,
we
Freddie. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Maybe if we get out there and we line up 5 wide receivers, you might see David Moore on a regular basis. But realistically, we didn't stay in that pack. We were in daggone 11 and 12 personnel more than we were freaking anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Freddie. But I got a question for you, Nick, after Freddie go.
Oh, I was just gonna say that when it comes to the XL thing, if he's the 3, if he's the 4, it's really his to lose. And it's just as simple as that. He has it right now, but he can damn sure lose it. He got to make sure that he doesn't lose it. I mean, if he loses it, that's on him.
You think XL got the 3 spot right now?
I think the battle. I think he has the edge because of the reason he's been here. He's got 3 years. He's got about his 3rd year in the system, but I think Brazel on his tail really, really quickly. So it's really XL's to lose. I don't think XL will lose that spot to like a Jimmy Horn or a Bryson Tremaine, but damn sure like Brazel, yeah. Brazel is definitely gonna challenge him, and if Brazel beats him, Like I'm not even gonna like front with you or whatever. I mean, XL's got to put up or shut up in that camp because he's definitely in a battle with Brazel.
Okay. Hold on real quick. Let me read the money. Shout out to Tip Drill Will for another $5 super chat. Will said, "Get him, Nick. The Brazel hype has to stop." And I mean, I get what y'all saying. I hear y'all. Hey, Will, appreciate that $5 super chat. But my question to you, Nick, right now, because I do believe there is a log jam at that wide receiver 3 position. I do believe it's going to be between Brazel, XL, and David Moore. Who do you believe right now sits in that wide receiver 3 position, or at least have the lead going into training camp?
XL.
Okay, why so?
I can honestly say that because one, the thing about it is if we actually paid attention to any of the offseason, realistically you've seen XL, Coker, and then you've seen Brazel. But I mean, I think that you've seen XL and Coker and you've seen Brazel because Tet hasn't been there. Tet didn't get there until like right there at the end wise. So you've seen a lot of catches from those 2, those 3 right now. At the end of the day, I do believe Brazel's going to get a lot of hype and all that kind of stuff like that. Because I can honestly see this. Because people are going to double team Tet this year. They're going to double team Tet, and there ain't no ifs, ands, or but about it. But could you imagine putting XL and Brazel on the outside, putting Tet in the slot, and having XL and them run the cornerback straight? Run the cornerback straight up the field.
Because that's what Reality Beats just said. That's what's up on the screen.
Yeah, because you put them on the
stack.
You put them on the outside, and then you have them. You're gonna bring Tet across the middle, but you're gonna have what you call them stay close to the middle of the field and run the straight up. Because a lot of the times, it just will take one pump fake, and the corner will go for the dude who's gonna go on the outside, and then Tet's wide open. And one corner on Tet, I throw the ball high where Tet's gonna be the only person who can get it.
Yeah.
See, this is why we're gonna have fun in the film room on Patreon. This is the type of conversations that we're going to have, and we're going to look at the film together. So when you have any discussions on other panels, things like that, you can honestly say, I seen the film, and the film match or don't match with what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Because the film don't lie. The film don't lie. So we gonna break it down. We're gonna have fun with it. So that's why I said, go to the Patreon page. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat one more time, so you guys can go and check it out. Decide what tier that you want to join, and hopefully you guys will become members. I'm going to ramp it up here real soon. I'm still trying to. I first wanted to get this flow down, and then I'll jump over there. Like there's a lot on the plate right now, but this is what I love to do, and this is what I'm passionate about. So I just got to get time to make it work. But the link is definitely in the chat to the Patreon page, and I did that strictly because the college film content that I have, you can't show that on YouTube. So with the all 22 on both, I got it. So whatever your favorite team is, or favorite player, just let me know, and we can check them out. All right, let me read through some of these comments, and we're just gonna touch on the last topic real quick before I get out of here, because I ain't realized it's been 3 hours, but the conversation's been good, so I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. So reality, yeah, we read that one. SC said, I didn't know Jerry Rice played for Seattle before retiring. Saw it on YouTube yesterday, cooking them YNs. Yep. SC said, shut up, Nick, on your Tennessee wide receiver spill, sir.
Hey, don't give me that damn.
CJ said T.O. had giraffe legs. Yep, he did. He did, yeah. SC said, love you, Nick, but you're long-winded like William. Nothing but love, no hate. CJ said, Brazel going to get reps, but he will get more if XL doesn't do right. Yeah. Let's see. CJ also said it's XL spot to lose. Well, we'll see. I think that is going to be determined during training camp.
I agree.
Rashak said, I think XL will be given the opportunity to start again. And I already read Will's super chat. Demo is on his way to retirement. It's Mechie spot now, hopefully. That's another way you could look at it. That is definitely a possibility. Rashak said XL and Coco are wide receiver 2A and 2B.
Yo,
Yeah,
well,
I'm not gonna agree with that.
Well,
hell no, I ain't expecting that.
No.
I mean, is he going based
they're
on?
not even.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Freddie. My bad.
Because
go
like
ahead.
I actually looked at the target shares. I see why he would say that, but Coker has firmly taken the 2 spot there. I don't think there's a such thing as a 2A and a 2B at this point.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying with the target shares, but when you look at that, remember Coco only played 11 games last year. XL played 15. So just think about if Coco would have played 15.
Right.
Let's just hypothetically think about this and say they both played 15 games, right?
Yeah.
I still believe Jalen Coco production would have outweighed
100%
XL.
And you know why?
Yeah.
Because XL got 15% of the target share, and then Coker came back and got 15% of the target share in 11 games. Pretty much matched his target share in less games.
Yeah. Rashak says it's going to be a lot of 3 wide receiver sets.
I could see this being a more pass-first offense. I could see it.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, you're gonna see 11 personnel on a regular basis. That's.
I think.
No, he was talking about 13 personnel.
13 is 13.
I'm sorry. I misspoke.
11 is 3 wide receivers.
Hold on. talking about 3 wide receiver set. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. I made a mistake. My bad. Yeah, not 13 personnel. We ain't talking about 1 running back, 3 tight ends. We're talking about 3 wide receivers. I understand. Rashak said Coker has been better, no doubt. Yeah, that's true. And SC said XL still scared of contact to me and overly stiff in the hips for a wide receiver. See, I ain't want to say that, SC, but I do believe that when you are 6'6", because his listed height at the combine 6'1", he's not 6'3". Jalen Coker is not 6'3". They both 6'1". But when you 6'1", 230 pounds, and you go down pretty much at first contact, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. Yeah, I got a problem with that.
He just runs so awkward. It's like something's bothering him. He running.
Mello,
What's wrong
you
with
already
him?
know what I said. What
He looks like he's hurting or something. That's all I can see when I see him run around.
Hey, yo, Mello. Hey, you already know on how I feel the way that he runs. Like,
yeah, he runs very weird. He runs very weird.
I said he runs like an action figure, but
big. We know this, man. If you actually look at go look at damn DK when he runs. The dude look like he's a goddamn
we ain't talking
robot.
about DK, Nick. We ain't talking about DK. DK has definitely
DK's more positive. DK showed that he can learn the game.
XL.
He showed that he can learn the game.
I'm not talking about anything other than look at them. They look like freaking machines running. That's all I'm talking about. I ain't talking about.
He's so big. He's way bigger than XL.
I ain't comparing because you go look that one that he chased old boy down. That mug was basically high stepping the whole way down the field.
He's like what 6'4".
Yeah.
He's a long strider, like 230.
Yeah, he's like 6'3", 230, 235, something like that.
Yeah, that's all I was comparing. I ain't comparing. I know that DK Metcalf is that dude. I know that XL is not that dude. So at the end of the day, all I was comparing is if you go look at the robotic formation that they put on the field, because DK looks like if you are standing in front of him and you accidentally don't move, you are gonna get ran through.
Yeah, I mean they are both Decepticons. That makes sense.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
I ain't no other comparison.
I got you.
He just got those long strides. He's 6'4".
We're gonna jump on and touch on this last topic real quick. I ain't gonna go through my whole spiel so we can get out of here. But we were talking about finishing drives and consistency. So the title of this topic is, can the Panthers offense finish drives consistently? All right. So I'm just gonna ask the question. Can they finish the drive consistently? What Nick, what you think?
I ain't gonna be long-winded on this. I'm gonna just say, with the weapons that we have now, there should be no. I mean, I looked at that what y'all said. So even though it was a minute rise, our third down efficiency did rise from the year before to this year to this last.
What was it in 2024?
It's a minute. I want to get it at that. It's minute because it was 36.02, 36.02, and this year it was 36.41.
No, it's 36.1. 36.1. It was 36.1 this year. Well, let's just call it 36%, Nick.
Let's call it that. It was minute. It was minute. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing to what y'all over. Now I'm gonna say this: the league average is about 40.
Yep.
League average is about 40. It's about 40, between 40 and 41 at the end of the day. So we just need to get that up. And I mean, can we do it? We could do it. We should be able to do it with the weapons that we have. We do need to. One thing I think is that we need to run the ball better this year.
Yep.
We need to run the ball better, and I think that'll open up the passing game a little better. And then we just need to. Sometimes we got to make sure that we take the shots when we can take the shots, and we got to make sure that we're getting the ball. The ball distribution has to be a little bit better around the field, because I think that there were guys that were open, to include Jimmy Horn, to conclude all of this. I think that we got to get more in the reads, throughout the reads. That's all I had to say. And I ain't going. Right. I'm not saying that. What you call it? I ain't saying nothing about nobody. I'm just saying I do feel like sometimes the play is called for a certain wide receiver, and that is all we go to. We don't see the other ones.
Go ahead, Freddie. What you got?
I actually agree with Nick, and I think that the change of you don't.
Hold on, Mello. Go ahead, Nick.
I mean, I also think like the play call. I think the play calling will be a little bit better and more plays towards to Bryce, but I really think it really comes down to Bryce and them being able to. The key word is health here. I think if they're healthy and they're all healthy, like the wide receivers and the offensive line, I think that this team will be able to be more consistent finishing drives with 7 and not 3 or 3 and outs.
Okay. What you got, Mello?
I was just gonna say, like, every play is designed to go to a specific wide receiver, I believe. So if my primary target is open, or I like my chances against as far as the matchup or something, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna look off a Ted with a guy that he's about to beat in hopes that somebody else can be open. Nah, I'm just gonna throw it to my primary receiver, or if it's Coker. If I see Coker, he beats somebody off the line. If he beats somebody off the line, I'm gonna go to him. I'm not gonna. The play's not long enough to go through all your reads every play. You just take whatever's open, and most of the time it's gonna be one of your top guys that's gonna be open. It's gonna be a Coker or Ted or somebody like that. That's what I would say.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there, so we can get out of here. I see that Unc is live, so he giving his spiel right now. So I don't know how long it'll be before he start bringing people up on the panel. So
can I say something real quick before you go? Before one thing,
Nick.
This ain't. I'm just saying one thing. Lord, if you don't have to look off a wide receiver, if you have 2 wide receivers dragging across the same side of the field, all you got to do is glance up and see that the dude underneath has 2 cornerbacks on him. The one above has none.
Nick, I think I made a clip highlight for popping about a month or 2 ago. Where it showed every pass attempt to Excel. I'm gonna see if I still have it, and I'm gonna bring it up in Patreon. I don't know. I might bring it up on here, because I swear I don't watch that thing twice, and what you're talking about, I ain't see a lot of that. So maybe I ain't had the right prescription in my glasses or something, and I missed it.
No. You said passes to the passes that I'm talking about did not go to XL. They went to Tech. So you're not gonna. You ain't gonna see him on on those because of that. He did not get that. He didn't get targeted in these what y'all. I literally saw drag across the field. They was coming either from left to right or from right to left. Drag across the field. You see one wide receiver go probably up. I'm gonna say up 7. I'm gonna say 7-6 yards and turn in, and you see the other go up 10 yards and turn in. And that's what
are you talking about a mesh concept, or are you talking about a shallow drag across the middle?
Are you talking about a shallow cross or a mesh concept?
It is most likely a mesh concept because of what you're doing. What the idea is to try to get them to bite for the wide receiver that is going further up the field, so that the one underneath
on the mesh concept, they're attacking the safety. You remember that game against the Rams where Ted and XL ran that mesh concept, and XL ran into Ted, and the safety bit towards XL, and Bryce threw the touchdown to Ted. You remember that?
Yeah. Okay. So they did that several times throughout the year. And it got better. And just a lot of the times as Tech got better, the safety would bite.
Matter of fact, that was a mesh. That was a mesh concept. That was like a deep crossing.
It was a double crosser. It was a double deep crosser. And what happened was it was basically a pick route. Basically, when XL was running, he kind of picked.
Well, I wouldn't call it a double crosser because it was just two receivers, but it was a deep crosser. Yeah.
But either way, you get what I'm saying. They did that type of things several times throughout the year. XL was not targeted on a lot of them, but you will see a lot of them. You will see a lot of them as tech got better and throughout it and started to cause more havoc. The safety would bite to the inside and would leave freaking what's called wide the hell open. And people can't say, yeah. That's all I was saying.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
That's all I was saying. I ain't know. I'm not. I listen. I'm not unrealistic that Tech is better. I'm not unrealistic that Coker is better. But I just don't think that after that we just throw a wide receiver away just so you can throw a wide receiver away. This is not the Mingo. I'm gonna tell you right now. A lot of the things that Mingo did, that XL did, Mingo did those things too. The difference is.
And what happened? What happened to Mingo?
Wait. Let me finish. I was about to give you the difference. The difference is XL is not repeating the same thing over and over again throughout the seasons because he didn't have drops the way that he had the first year. Mingo just kept doing the same thing over and over again. The same thing. The same thing. He didn't. There was no learning. There was no learning at any point from Mingo. You can see XL worked on his hands last year. You could see that.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I give you that, Nick. All right. I give you that. So it say Zaire Kiefer said XL is built like Jonathan Mingo, but he's faster. I just think he's not a good fit for this team. He may be a good fit somewhere else though. And as he said, XL runs like the horse, the late dollar bill.
Oh, damn. Oh, no. Oh, that's diabolical.
As he said, the XFL, the XFL or so. Damn.
You're horrible. Y'all horrible, bro.
SC Panther boy ain't shit.
That's not about right.
I just don't want to say this. I don't think the same outcome, if we get rid of XL, I don't think it will be the same outcome with Mingo. I actually do think this kid has way more talent than Mingo does.
Jonathan Mingo?
Yeah,
I can agree with you.
I agree.
I can agree with you.
Even if it ain't tapped in
with you on that.
Even if it ain't tapped in yet and we end up getting rid of him, I do believe he has way more talent than Jonathan Mingo.
Rashak said first two reads. And then he said if Bryce used his feet more, it's over for the NFC South. Okay. Hey, that's a hell of a comment right there, Rashad.
No, the hell it ain't.
That's a hell of a comment right there.
We don't need none of that from Mr. I don't know how to slide.
Oh no.
SC said really? And Rashak said if XL used the benching like Bryce did, he should be fine. Damn.
This is factual. This is very accurate.
His mental ain't on the level.
He wasn't going to be long as he continues to be long.
God.
Hey, SC, I started to put a stopwatch on him.
Oh, y'all trash. Hey, hold on. You can't blame me. You can't blame me for being long-winded when y'all asked questions and I answered those questions afterwards. So y'all
you did, Nick.
You gotta sum it up.
Nick, you was a good sport, man. I appreciate it. We all have experienced your love and affinity for XL, and in your mind, he can't do no wrong. But
no.
You're
absolutely
right. Hold on.
He's a big XL supporter.
Hold on.
Hey, Nick,
I saw what you did.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
I do a lot more. I do a lot more listening than I do talking. So I be hearing you,
Tony.
Nick.
That was good. Hey, yo, Tony, that was good.
Tony.
He's absolutely right.
You know well.
He's right.
That I have. You just heard me do it just now. I have called out his deficiencies. I've called out his deficiencies.
Yeah.
I just don't.
But at the same time, making excuses for him.
Hold on. This is about to hurt people's feelings. This is about to hurt people's feelings.
It hurt my feelings.
Did we not make excuses for daggone Bryce?
I haven't.
What are you talking about?
I don't know about anybody else, but I haven't. So let me just say this. Let me just say this. From day one, CJ and I, when we were doing two fans in the stands, we made it known that we wanted CJ Stroud. Why we wanted CJ Stroud, and we said no matter which quarterback they take, we was going to support. And it took Bryce, and ever since Bryce has been a Panther, we have criticized Bryce and we have praised Bryce. My only thing in this whole Bryce debate, no matter what panel I was on, people calling CJ and I Bryce sexuals. That's where that started from.
It wasn't. That was not true about y'all. I can say that for sure.
I know it wasn't you. We know who started it. And at the time, it was just a fun back and forth between our channel and that particular channel. But our whole stance has always been, you can't blame everything and every loss on Bryce. And then when he wins, you don't want to give him none of the shine. That's been my only thing.
Hey, I'm gonna say this.
I'm always hold on, Nick. I'm always neutral.
They like to do that.
I'm always neutral when it comes about any player. I don't have a love-hate relationship with any of them.
You love the team. So that's right.
Yeah, I love the team. So I can be truthful. I can be truthful in my criticism or in my praise in them, because I'm not straddling. I'm not on one side or the other. That's been my whole thing.
Hold on, didn't they tell me that didn't they say something about me like that the other day? Didn't somebody tell me that I was straddling the fence? What's wrong with you?
Oh, that was
Didn't somebody say that to me?
Was that Tony or was that Will? It was somebody.
It wasn't Tony.
I think Tony was trolling you though.
It was somebody else. I don't know who.
I know I was trolling Will the other. I was trolling Nick the other day. I forgot what I said.
Listen.
I think that's
I
what
don't
you
know
said.
who said it the other day, but somebody said the other day that y'all people out here straddling the fence. You either got to support them or not support them. I'm like, nah, I want to. Like what? Like no, I want.
That sound like
that's what people say.
Because
if you're not a Bryce supporter,
yeah, that sounds like Tony. I was like,
you call out something that he did right, they call you a flip flopper.
Hey, we have a fun ass time talking on that panel.
Even Melo know what they call it. They were talking about I was a flip flopper.
If you support Bryce and you call out something he did wrong for one little play, like, you a flip flopper. No, just call him what it is.
Go ahead and say what you're getting ready to say, Freddie.
I was gonna say, you and fucking Nick do a great job with fucking Howard. Like y'all are fucking funny as hell when it comes to that motherfucker.
Howard don't know football. Howard just be talking out the side of his neck.
Hey, listen, him and T Money, man. I love them, but bruh, they don't know anything about anything, bro. I'm like, dog, come on, man.
Listen. Yeah, I just know that the one time after me and PPP found out he don't know what the hell he be talking about, when PPP showed that daggone Julius Peppers clip and him dropping in the coverage, and he talking about he only moved like 2 yards, and he was inside the numbers and then he was outside the numbers when he made the interception. What are you talking about?
No, what's worse?
All right, fellas. Yeah, I'm gonna end it right. I'm gonna end it right there. I'm gonna read these last two comments. SC said we could blame you, Nick, and we will, sir. And SC said Tony loves Smith Wade like Unky do. Yeah.
No.
You ain't never heard me talk about no Shaw Smith Wade. Not like that. Never.
He got some highlights. He got some highlights. They just stay far in between. That's just it.
They are very few and far in between.
Yeah. Well, that's it, fella. I'm tired. Fellas. I gotta go. So hey, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up on the panel. I appreciate y'all being a part of the show today. All right. So yeah. This is today's morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. Before you get out of here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your family and friends. Until next time, and always, keep pounding.